Hilton's pretty decent. Berry and Brown. I mean, they've got some thoroughbreds. But this Vanderbilt team is just, they're salty. And I'm telling you, there's a mental angle to this and why Vanderbilt is so successful, and that is because of their history. You know, and Vandy had the week off last week. Don't forget, they went to Alabama. They didn't get embarrassed. I mean, they lost, 30-17, 30-13, whatever. It didn't get embarrassed. And granted, they, Charleston Southern, Vatech, they played at South Carolina, Georgia State, Utah State, and then they had, Alabama. So, we'll preface this by saying, yeah, they haven't had the most difficult schedule because now, and as I suggested in the open, this is mid to late October. They've got LSU, Missouri at home. Then they go to Austin to take on Texas. Auburn will be homecoming in Nashville on November 8th. Another bye week. They finish up with Kentucky and then their arrival at Tennessee. It's not going to be a college football playoff team, I don't think, but this is going to be, last year, Vanderbilt played, where did they play? They played in the Birmingham Bowl, right? And you say, well, wait a second, the Birmingham Bowl. Let me tell you something. For this program, because if you look at their history, they hadn't been to a bowl since 18 when they played Texas. The Texas Bowl, they played Baylor. By the way, in the Birmingham Bowl, Vandy played Georgia Tech. In 2016, they were in the Independence Bowl against NC State, the Compass Bowl in 2013 against Houston, blew them out. And they had another date with NC State in 2012 in the Music City Bowl right there in Nashville, and they beat NC State. So all I'm saying is what Clark Lee has done at Vandy is one of the better reclamation projects in college football. All right, let's get to another game that I think is flying under the radar screen, and that's Georgia Tech going to Duke. This is going to, in my opinion, this is going to be Georgia Tech's first loss of the year. Now, these are all 12 noon starts, by the way. That LSU-Vandy game is appointment television. ABC 12 East. You can wake up on the West Coast if you're a college football junkie at 9 o'clock in the morning with your coffee tomorrow or your latte. You're going to get LSU at Vandy, or you're going to get Georgia Tech at Duke. That'll be on ESPN. Fox is going to serve up Washington, Michigan, and that'll draw in obviously a Big Ten crowd. That'll draw in the meat and potato Big Ten fans, and Michigan's got a huge national following. So Washington and Michigan, that'll be the Fox game with Screaming Gus Johnson and Joe Klatt. That'll be served up at noon as well. But that is pretty darn good. The other one is you got to go to the Deuce, and this one's good. We're going to start to get some clarity in the Big 12. Baylor at TCU should be a decent game, and I could see TCU holding serve at home, but we'll see. Here's what you got to say about the Big 12. Iowa State and Mike Griffith from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, our outstanding college football guru, likes to poke me on this. It's over for Iowa State. They got to worry about not losing their coach now. That's what they have to. I think he's lost this team. You're not going to see Iowa State come off the mat here. They're done. They'll probably go, 9-4, 8-4, but Iowa State in successive weeks was god awful. Now, did they get burned by one of the worst calls I've ever seen in Boulder last weekend? Yes. I meant the follow up, but the Big 12 should have done something about that crew. Maybe they have. I don't know, but it was the worst call ever. It was an obvious pass interference. Rocco Beck had them poised for a touchdown that I think was the difference between winning or losing. They called pass interference, and they picked up the flag in Colorado, survived it. And, Iowa State's got an injured kicker. They got all sorts of things. But you know what? These sound like excuses. But I'm here to tell you, and you know this, if you follow college football, and that game had a lot of interest because it was Dion, it was Colorado and Boulder, and it was just a horrific call. But you know what I could do? I could do a show in a segment every week on bad calls. It's the nature of the beast. But that being said, Iowa State is toast. I mean, and they've got a game coming up November 8th in Texas. They'll be in Fort Worth against TCU, and that game had really, really big ramifications. But those ramifications, and TCU hasn't done their part either. But you could draw a line right now through Iowa State. They're off this week. Elsewhere, Oklahoma, South Carolina. I mean, Oklahoma, still ranked 14th. That game gets a little bit of play just because Oklahoma has overachieved this year. And South Carolina is just a Jekyll and Hyde team. Just absolutely Jekyll and Hyde. And Wisconsin, it goes from bad to worse. That game's going to get served up on CBS at 3:30 Eastern. Ohio State's going to go into Camp Randall. And, I mean, Wisconsin is just a mess. And, Luke Fickell, who obviously had great ties to Ohio State, and they're probably going to put the finishing touch on him. He's not going to survive it. And then Michigan State, Indiana is on Peacock, 3:30. And that game in Bloomington, Indiana, Signetti, they might let down a little bit, but Michigan State is just god-awful. I mean, they got pasted by UCLA. They're god-awful. But Texas A&M, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Georgia, man, do we have some great games in the SEC. All right, we'll come back. We got some NFL football to talk about. We got some Major League Baseball playoffs to talk about as well as we roll along here on the weekend edition. It is National Pasta Day and Weekend. And Sonny's Pizza Bistro and Sonny'sPizzaBistro.com serving up and distributed out of Kansas City a absolutely top-notch spaghetti and pizza sauce. Sonny's Pizza and Spaghetti Sauce on Sports Overnight America. We're coming right back.
Have you been daydreaming about losing weight for years? Do you just yo-yo back and forth? At Innovative Wellness Center, we have a holistic weight loss program that allows you to lose up to 20 pounds in 30 days. People are losing weight like crazy and keeping it off. It can be done from anywhere in the United States. Go to our website at www.innovativewellness.center and schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Getting together with friends to watch the game? Then you'll need American Premium Vodka. Handcrafted and pure, this is the one thing all Americans can agree on. Founder Mark Gus Scott chose the finest natural elements America has to offer, and you'll taste how great it is to be an American. Now available at Bevmo, GoPuff, Hy-Vee, and Fairway stores. American Premium Vodka. This is the America we need right now. Go to AmericanPremiumVodka.com. Celebrate responsibly.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. That's 800-915-9654.
My fellow Americans, let the message ring out that from this day forward, when you buy American, you buy the best. Handcrafted, something premium, something pure. For this is the very essence of what our servicemen and women gave their lives to protect, and by God, we shall not allow their sacrifice to be forgotten. It's time to show the world just how great American can be. And we will not wait for tomorrow to come. We will stand here, this moment, together, and we will start today.
stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
And good evening and welcome to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week right here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2. Tonight, a non-conference clash between the 6-2 Cardinal Mooney Cardinals and the 5-3 South Range Raiders. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven back at the iMedia Studios in Struthers. And Dave, right off the top, I owe everyone a little bit of an apology. We've been saying for the last couple weeks, this is the first time these two programs have ever met tonight. Well, not only is it not the first time, but you and I called that game back in 2022 when South Range beat Cardinal Mooney 34-6 in their first and only meeting to date. A game in the third round of the OHSA playoffs played at Girard High School. And they will now meet on the field for the first time in the regular season tonight.
Yeah, so at least we got that part right. But I tell you, that was a night to forget. When we actually thought about it and went over, and then I said, yeah, I remember that. With so many injuries and things, it's just like it was just South Range playing themselves because that game was a mismatch. After a couple mistakes early on,
injuries,
the injuries and everything that went on, that just was something different to see. So we look for definitely a better football game tonight.
We are going to take our first timeout. When we come back, we'll go inside the coach's corner, and we will hear from, first off, the first-year head coach and athletic director Frank Colapret from Cardinal Mooney. That's up next after this timeout on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Pre-game show by Coach Colapreed of the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. Coach, boy, you have to be pleased with the way your defense played last week against Warren Harding, holding them to just 3 points.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about that. It's a great team, powerful. To hold them to that was really exciting. And, the guys really played hard.
And you look overall at your defense, you've only given up 15 points in your last 3 games. That has to be something for your team to build on as you push towards the postseason.
Definitely, it's a growing confidence in what they're seeing and what they're doing, so that's pretty exciting.
You look at tonight's matchup against South Range, the first time you've met up with them in the regular season. Can you talk a little bit about preparing for this game against the Raiders?
Oh, sure. They're a difficult opponent. They're really well coached. They are physical kids. They're relentless as a team. They play through the whistle, so they're going to give you everything they got every play.
When you look at them offensively, it seems like they present the challenge of being such a balanced team. They don't really, primarily throw the football or run the ball. They seem to have a balance offensively.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do as an offense. It's very difficult as a defense to defend teams that are kind of built that way and perform that way and excel that way. When they're balanced, nothing you can really pick on. So you hope you guys just stay disciplined and play well.
You look at this game, Coach, and you're both in the same region, and there's a lot of computer points at stake in a game like this. Do you talk about the computer points, the playoff positioning with your team, or is that something you wait till the season is over to discuss?
Yeah, no, we don't talk about it. I don't talk about it.
So what is a key for your team to go on the road and come home with a victory?
A key? Just staying fundamentally sound and not giving up the big explosive plays.
Coach, your time is appreciated. Thank you very much.
Oh, Mark, thank you.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Pre-game show continues right here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio. Inside the Cobras Coaches Corner, the Cobras are in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship, and if you are looking to continue your post-high school football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442 and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. Dave, Cardinal Mooney 6-2 under their first-year head coach that we just heard from. They are averaging about 22 points per game offensively, giving up a little more than 14 points per game defensively. So, for the most part, they played in a lot of close games this year.
Yeah, they have. And just recently in that Harding game, 7-3. And to be able to watch that on the tube and actually get a look at them, You can see they got a stout defense.
They absolutely do. They've only given up 14 points in their last 3 games overall. And, of course, you mentioned the 7-3 win over Harding, so they have the extra day to prepare for this one here tonight. For South Range, Coach Rock's Raiders are 5-3. They're averaging 36 points per game offensively, about 23 points per game defensively. They come off the 62-0 win over Niles last week. And, what was kind of a get-right game for the Raiders, who had dropped a couple in a row.
Yeah, that was one that you take out all your frustration. Sorry about that, Niles, but they definitely did, and they get 62 on them, and just the frustration of, we're not used to saying that. South Range 5-3. We don't usually say anything of that nature when we talk about South Range, so it's something different for them, and to get back off the snide and be able to win a game and win it big like that, it gets you ready for this moment tonight.
Let us jump right back in the coach's corner. Hear my interview with South Range head coach David Rock. We are back inside the Cleveland Cobras coach's corner, joined by South Range head coach David Rock. And coach, your team seemed to bounce back pretty well last week with a win over Niles last week.
Yeah, I think we played a nice game. It was nice to get back in the win column, obviously, after a challenging couple of weeks for the program. But proud of the way the kids responded and the way they played, and particularly proud of the young guys that went in the second half and were able to have success as well.
And you never know when a player is going to be one snap away from becoming a starter or a primary player for you. How critical is it to get some of those young players some snaps when the opportunity is there?
Well, it's a huge deal. I mean, especially the situation, that we find ourselves in right now. Just, so many of our starters are so young, so like you said, you're only one play away. Well, those guys that are one play away are oftentimes, freshmen that haven't been involved in a varsity contest yet. So, every rep that you can get them and make them feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident is obviously crucial and critical moving forward.
You mentioned you've got a young team, even some, upperclassmen that don't have a lot of experience. How have you seen those guys develop as the season's going on now, down to the final 2 weeks of the regular season?
Well, they've done a great job. I mean, the results haven't always been, what we're after, but just the improvement is what I try to focus on. And I know our guys are really excited, and I think they're starting to see and starting to feel the improvement, even day to day, which is a big deal for us. And I think the proof is in the pudding on the Friday. I think we're playing a lot more confident than we were, even a few weeks ago, and I think they're excited about, the challenges that lie ahead.
Coach, how different is it to step out of the league tonight and play a team like Cardinal Mooney down the stretch?
Yeah, it's obviously a pretty cool atmosphere, I think, for us. It's the first time we've met up with Mooney in the regular season. We played him in the playoffs here. I guess it would have been 2022 when we won the state title. We played him over at Girard in the third round, and so there's a little bit of history there, but it's really cool. A lot of these guys anymore, they grow up playing flag football together or playing travel baseball together, so there's a lot of familiarity, I think, on both ends, with each program, and I think there's mutual respect for the programs. I know we have a ton of respect for Cardinal Mooney, and we're well aware of the history and all the accolades and the titles and the games they've won over the years, so we're excited about the opportunity and the challenge.
With you and Cardinal Mooney being in the same region and a lot of computer points at stake, is that something you will talk to your team about leading up to tonight's game?
You know what? No, we don't talk a whole lot about where we stand in the playoff hunt. I mean, we're aware of where we're at right now and what is required of us over the next 2 weeks as we close out the regular season, but we also know that where we're standing right now doesn't matter. It's all about how we play tonight and next Friday, and that's going to give us the chance to go do what we want to do if we play the right way. So right now we're just focused on tonight.
Coach, you look at tonight, Cardinal Mooney's defense playing exceptionally well. I know they've only given up 15 points in their last 3 games. How do you attack a defense that's playing that well?
Well, I think you have to try to match their level of execution, and part of what makes them such a great defense, and I think they're a great defense. I think that's because they're so simple. I mean, they really are. They play a lot of their base stuff, and they play it at a high level, and if you look at great defenses, they're almost all of them, are overly consistent and very simple in what they're doing. I think you can tell the way their kids play. They know exactly what they're being asked to do on each and every play. They're extremely well coached. They play with great fundamentals and great technique, and that's really what it's all about on the defensive side. The way that we attack it, I think, is try to match that with our offense. We want to go back to the stuff that we do well and that we're confident in, so we can match their speed and physicality.
Finally, Coach, what is it going to take to get a win tonight, defend home field, and move on to Week 10?
I think we're going to have to go out and play with great confidence, and then it comes down to all the stuff that is required to beat a great football team, and Mooney is a great football team. We've got to play better special teams than what we've been playing. We've got to minimize the procedural errors and the and the mistakes in terms of penalties. We got to find a way to run the football and create a couple explosive plays. They're a really tough defense to drive it on. We're going to have to find ways to hit some explosives. And then on the other side of the ball, we're going to have to limit their explosive plays. They've obviously got some dynamic playmakers that we have to slow down and try to win the run game on defense as well.
Coach, your time is appreciated. Best of luck and thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Raiders.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more of the pregame show up next.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
We are just moments away from Week 9 getting underway here in the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week. As the Raiders and the Cardinals have taken the field. Raiders in the maroon pants and jerseys with the gold numbers and maroon helmets. Cardinal Mooney and the white pants, white jerseys with the Cardinal numbers and the Cardinal down the side for the first ever regular season meeting between these two teams, Dave.
Yeah, well, we definitely can say that now. That other one was one that was knocked right out of our memory. So we're looking for a tough game tonight. I really believe that game last week might have helped South Range be focused and ready to go.
You know, and both coaches says, no, we don't talk about it with our players, but we're going to talk about just how important this game is in their region for both of these teams. Cardinal Mooney comes in number 1 in the region with the schedule they have played.
Yeah, I mean, they play top competitions in levels that's higher than them and have been able to win. So those
they have a win over Big Red, I believe.
Yeah, I believe they do early in the season. Then you take Warren Harding, who's up a level above them, and they was able to take them out in a hard-fought football game. So these things get you playoff ready, and it's at that time. These are the games you want before you go in and get ready for the playoffs.
It is a beautiful Friday night for Week 9 of high school football. Dave, I don't know if we've had a better season weather-wise ever since we've been together.
No, never. I mean, because we have had where we thought we was going to need old Noah's Ark to get out of the stadium. I mean, we didn't have rainstorms, lightning delays, Mark. So,
and it's time for tonight's opening kickoff, brought to you by the Village Tavern for nearly 100 years. The Village Tavern is one of the area's favorite local spots for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Located at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, or online at villagetavern3.com. 57 chilly degrees. No rain in the forecast till Sunday. South Range won the toss. Dave was paying attention. I was not. And they have deferred. So Cardinal Mooney will get the football to begin things.
Well, this is perfect weather. This is bone-crunching type of football weather. And this is the kind I like.
So we are ready to get today's game underway. As they've got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line for Week 9 of the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week. 2 returners back deep for Cardinal Mooney inside their 5-yard line. It'll be Jason Varshak ready to kick the football away. And we are ready to get Week 9 of the high school football season underway. Going to be a short pop-up kick fielded across the 35 and out to about the 39-yard line as that's John Brenner, the starting tight end on the return, giving Cardinal Mooney pretty good field position. Starting off the opening quarter, Dave, right to left.
Yeah, and that was a smart play on his part. Not allow that ball to hit the ground, because a football takes funny bounces. So him catching that and receiving it and now being able to start from the 40 mark, excellent field position.
Mooney quarterback is the junior Vince Gentile, 6'2", 200 pounds. Ike Lake, the feature back at 5'9", 170. We'll also see number 4, Brady Desmond as well. We're going to turn, play fake, flip the ball downfield. That's the aforementioned tight end who made the catch and got knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That's John Brenner with a gain of 5, setting up 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Brenner shows he can catch that ball just on the kickoff, but not just that. He catches with his hands. And, for a high school tight end, he has excellent size, Mark. Is 6'4", 225 pounds. Excellent size. And maybe he's going to that next level. He has the size to do so.
We've got a new running back in there. Looks like he's number 3. That is Tawny Beatty wearing number 3. He's going to get dangerous. The pitch. And he's going to drive forward down to about the 49-yard line. This will set up a 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore. And Batty's definitely explosive.
3rd and 1 now for the Cardinal on their own 49-yard line.
So Batty picks up 4. It's 3rd down and 1 for the Cardinals. Play clock now down under 20 seconds as Cardinal Mooney breaks the huddle. They'll put 1 receiver in the formation to the left, eye in the backfield with Gentile under center. Turn, stretch, handoff. That's Batty with the football across the 45, fumbles across the 40, 35, 30, and knocked out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Tony Batty, the sophomore, with a big gain for the Cardinals.
Absolutely, definitely a big gain, and his quick feet, being able to cut and get to the outside and get on the perimeter. And he shows that he can do a lot there just by his quickness.
22 yards on the gain. You're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard here at South Range with Matthew Craven back at Master Control in Struthers. Play clock down to 1 second. And now we've got flags. We had movement up front before. Look, it was before the delay, but they're going to say it is a delay of game penalty on Cardinal Mooney, Dave.
Yep.
That'll back them up, make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, I don't know if that offensive lineman was watching the play clock or not. He said, I'm going to take off, and before this clock run out.
That was Darian Simpson, the junior, at 6'4" and 280, and I'll be honest with you, he looks bigger than that.
Yeah, he's a big guy out there.
1st and 15. Loose ball on the turf. Gentile has to fall on the ball. But this is going to be back at the 35-yard line, so he's going to lose a little bit on that play, and it's going to be close to 16.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous there for him on this drive. We got a good drive going, and you don't need miscues of that nature.
Cardinals going to put a receiver in tight towards the formation on the right, outside of the numbers to the left side. are going to turn and fake the pitch. Gentile rolling now. He'll throw the ball downfield across the 30, 25, and down near the 20-yard line.
He's close.
That is another new receiver in the game. That is Tyree Dawson, number 15, listed as a tailback, who made that reception for the first down.
Yeah, he got it there. And nice play there. He had that option, the run-pass option, and he had one guy deep. They actually doubled and bracketed him, and his underneath guy was wide open.
So 1st and 10 for Cardinal Mooney from just inside the South Range 20-yard line. Going to have 2 backs in the backfield, offset the quarterback, Vince Gentile. Gentile's going to give it to the first back through, breaking through and walking into the end zone. That is a 19-yard touchdown run for the junior, Brady Desmond.
Boy, what a drive there they put together there. Is they were able to be just meticulous down the field and excellent play calling, and they were able to go straight down the field and score. 60-yard drive.
That drive, 6 plays, 60 yards.
Number 33.
And now they will bring on Jacob Gugliotta on to attempt the extra point. Snap down, extra point on the way, and that kick sneaks inside the right upright and is good. 9:51 to play in the first quarter. It is Cardinal Mooney 7, South Range 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure. We
now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
And we welcome you right back here to South Range and an impressive opening drive by Cardinal Mooney, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. Just straight down the field. And like I said, the play calling was excellent, mixing everything with run and pass. And, being able to get some explosive plays on that drive. And just a very good play calling there, for sure.
So the Cardinals are set to kick the football away. Again, that's Jacob Gugliotta, the senior kicker. 2 returners back deep for the Raiders inside their 5. That is going to be fielded at the 9, across the 10, 15, to 20, to the 25-yard line before being knocked down. It's Tommy Titus, the sophomore wide receiver, on the return. And it'll be first possession of the evening tonight for the Raiders, as they will start at their own 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And last time we seen South Range, we did see where their offense was pretty good. When it gets going, it gets going. But I know what I've seen on film of Cardinal Mooney. Boy, I tell you, that defense has been stout so far this season.
Stacked 2 receivers to the right, single back in the backfield with the quarterback, Nick Toy. They're going to run it with Vorshak on first down. He spins off of a tackle, and Vorshak's going to pick up about 3, and it is 2nd down and 7.
3, Coach. Gain of 3, going to bring up 2nd and 7 now for the Raiders.
Just underway here in this opening quarter, 9:25 to play. Cardinal Mooney took the opening drive and finished on a 19-yard touchdown run by Brady Desmond to take the early 7-0 lead. Going to put single receivers to the right and left, a wing to the right side, who now motions into the backfield, does Tommy Valentine. Receiver comes in motion left to right. Toy's going to give the ball to his tailback, and he got tripped up. So Vorshak will go down at the 30-yard line after a gain of about 2, Dave. It's 3rd and 5.
Excellent defense there. Batty came up from his corner position and made sure he made that tackle before they gave up any yardage on that. They look very quick on defense of getting in the areas they need to get to.
So 3rd down and 5. Single back in the backfield. Now motions up next to the quarterback, Nick Toy. Toy drops to throw. Being pressured, roll it out. Now he'll turn and just try to flip this ball back into the field of play, but he stepped out of bounds. Back at about the 27-yard line. So he's going to bring up a 4th down and about 7 to go for the Raiders.
Yeah, and I tell you, that was dangerous, Mark. You know, the old tale that they tell about you cannot throw the football late across the middle, and that could have been dangerous.
So Vorshak will punt. 2 returners back deep at their 40-yard line. Low snap, picks it up, punt blocked. Loose ball on the turf, rolling towards the end zone and rolling into the end zone for a punt block touchdown for Cardinal Mooney.
Block punt, returned by number 59, Brian Lyons.
So that is brought back. That is number 59, Brian Lyons, who blocks the punt and returns it for a touchdown.
Boy, I tell you, you're talking about jumping on early, Mark. This is something that I'm sure they want to come out and do and put all the pressure as possible on South Range to have to come back against that defense.
So Gugliotta now comes on for the extra point. Play clock, plenty of time at 23 seconds. Snap and hold are good. The extra point is up, and it is also good. And well, Dave, Cardinal Mooney striking first. They get the 19-yard touchdown run by Drummond, and then Lyons picks up the block punt and scores into the end zone from about 6 yards out. It's 14-0 Cardinal Mooney.
Yeah, that's what he call it, a double burger. When you're able to block it and get the ball and score, I mean, that's just excellent on their part. And they had that block punt. You've seen how they definitely rushed the punter, and they were able to get in there and take care of business. And boy, you jump on a team, you want to always do that. When you're the visitor, you want to jump on a team and put all the pressure on them to have to come back. And then when you have the confidence that you have a good defense, that always makes it so much better.
So back deep for South Range is Tommy Titus and Gavin Hiscox, sophomore and junior respectively. And we will once again see for Cardinal Mooney, Jacob Gugliotta, the kicker, with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And unbelievably, Dave, we only have 1 week left in the regular season. Week 10 is next Friday.
Next week, it just goes so quick. And before we know it, playoff football will be starting in high school. I don't know where those 10 weeks go. We always say it every year, but it's the truth.
I feel like the more years we do, the faster the 10 weeks go.
Yeah.
Gugliotta runs up on the football, puts his foot into this one. This is a line drive kick caught at the 3, across the 10, 15, 20, 25, and down near the 30-yard line. That's Gavin Hiscox on the return, and it'll be pretty good field position for the Raiders from their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, there. And I tell you, almost near where they started at before. See if they can be a little bit more successful this time around.
1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Single receivers to each side for the Raiders. There's going to be a wing to the right side. Single back in the backfield now moves up next to Toy. He will give the running back Vorshak the football. Vorshak breaks free, 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, and pulled down at about the 9-yard line. Jason Vorshak with the big run, trying to get the Raiders right back in this football game.
Yeah, nice run there. I like his patience when he actually got the football. He showed a lot of patience going through the line, reading his blocks, and once he seen the opening, he turned on the jets and was able to pick up a big run.
61 yards on the run for Jason Vorshak. It's 1st and goal Raiders from the Cardinal Mooney 9-yard line. Going to put receivers right and left. The Tailback now is Drew Starkey, the sophomore. Little misdirection handoff. They gave the ball to Tommy Valentine.
Handoff to number 44, Tommy Valentine.
And Valentine will hammer his way down to the 5-yard line. He'll pick up 4. It is 2nd and a goal from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, this is one thing that was definitely needed for South Range. They needed to get back in this ball game, and if they can punch this in, that puts them right back in it.
So Titus comes to the near sideline, gets the play call. He's going to send 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right side. Now, Vorshak, the running back, to the left of Titus. Valentine on the right side. Titus faked it to him. Toy faked it to him, and he got hit right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to say he lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, Brian Lyons again. Boy, was he in there so quickly. I mean, he had nowhere to run. He had him in also. Yeah, Dewey Hurd there. He was also right there. I mean, he had nowhere to go, Mark, at all.
This Cardinal Mooney defense just giving up a little more than 14 points per game. It'll be Titus and Hiscox to the left. Got a wing with Valentine to the right side. Toy looking to throw the football. Trying to sprint now. He's going to be tripped up from behind back near the 12-yard line. He's going to be sacked, and this is going to bring up 4th down for the Raiders.
And I tell you, in our previous games, we done seen that Toy can get away from the rush. He can do it. But this here Cardinal Mooney team, now to see them in person, they got some team speed. They actually they will run you down. And these pass rushes he's been able to get away from in the past.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Poland with an early 7-0 lead on Lakeview in the Battle of the Bulldogs. So 4th and goal with the ball back to the 12-yard line. And some indecision for the Raiders. So they will take a timeout. We will take a timeout. 5:14 to play in the opening quarter. Cardinal Mooney 14, South Range 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
And we welcome you back here to the home of the Raiders. Coach Rock using the timeout. And they will leave the offense on the field, Dave.
Well, this is tough.
Tommy Titus is going to go to the left, trips to the right side. It's a Vorshak in the backfield with sophomore quarterback Nick Toy. Toy, 2-step drop, standing in the pocket, firing end zone. That pass is caught for a Raider touchdown. Unbelievable catch in the corner.
Oh, man,
and coming out of there with the football for the Raiders. That's Colin Kay, a sophomore wide receiver. And the Raiders are on the board.
And I'm impressed with the throw because the coverage was there, but the only place he could have put it, it was just to get it up and over the backer and drop it in. And that's exactly what he did, like throwing it in a bucket. It dropped right in there for that score.
So that will bring Starkey on for the extra point. Hold is good, and the extra point is up and good, and a flag at the end of this play, so hold on. South Range 5 plays 70 yards on that drive, capped off on the Toy to the Toy touchdown pass.
Colin Kay, yeah, that's who it was.
So we've got a huddle of officials at about the 10-yard line. The extra point was up and good, and the flag came after the fact.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if this post-action foul. We'll see here.
Personal foul. Foul to be against Mooney. Personal foul for leaping.
So that is a personal foul on Mooney for leaping. So that will be enforced on the kickoff.
Well, no, because I think this is something they can take that point off the board and actually go for 2. They'll put it down on the 1. Yes, that's right.
So they'll move the ball, take the extra point off the board. It's 14-6, and they'll keep the offense out there now. So they will keep the Raider offense on the field.
Yeah, he's pulling out all stops.
Lots of interesting, early, important calls.
Yeah, absolutely is. And he knows how important this football game is, and he knows his opponent, knows the good football team, and he wants to try to get up on them and have that little advantage so they can pick up 2 here.
So spot the 2-point conversion from the 1-yard line. So it'll be Vorshak, the tailback. Toy is the quarterback. Vorshak moves to Toy's right. Now they send a man in motion, misdirection, looking to the right side, firing over the middle.
He got it.
2-point pass is good to Tommy Titus.
Yeah, fired that one in there. I tell you, that was close when the coverage was there. Great grab, strong hands, be able to pull that in and make sure he had the catch.
Well, we knew it was an important drive here early, Dave, for the Raiders.
Yes, it was.
Being down 2 touchdowns, and then you throw in the fact the second touchdown was a blocked punt return for touchdown.
Yeah.
So a critical drive, couple of big calls by Coach Rock, and great execution by the Raiders.
Yeah, that's where you want to do it. You had the guts, you at home, you want to go ahead and try to get that extra there, and why not move it up to the 1-yard line and see if you can get 2, and that was big there.
This kickoff brought to you by the Village Tavern in Hubbard. For nearly 100 years, the Village Tavern is one of the area's favorite local spots for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Find them at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard. Kickers have been busy here in this first quarter so far.
Yeah, they're getting a little workout in this one.
The Cardinal, number 3, Tony Batty, number 15, Tyree Dawson.
So Tony Batty, one of the 2 men back deep for the Cardinals, standing at their 5-yard line. It'll be Jason Vorshak ready to kick the football away.
I don't think he's going to kick deep either. I think he's going to try to just like he did the opening kickoff.
So that is a little bit of a pop-up kick fielded by one of the Cardinals, who broke the first tackle across the 35 and down to the 36-yard line.
And I get it. They're trying to keep that ball away from their returners, and Batty and Dawson back there who both can run. And they don't want to put it back there. The only thing to that, Mark, you give great field position to that offense that we seen in that first drive, where they just looked right in sync the way they need to be as an offense. And that's the only thing. You give a great field position for your opening drive.
So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 37-yard line, right to left here in this opening quarter. 14-8. Cardinal Mooney leading South Range. Going to put a single receiver to the right, eye in the backfield with Vince Gentile, the quarterback, under center. Fakes the pitch, he'll drop to throw.
He got him.
Has time, has a man down the seam and overshoots his intended target. Going downfield for Kingston Powell, number 0.
Yeah, he had him. I tell you, if he was able to drop that there, that might have been 6. I mean, he had got at least 3 yards behind the defensive back, and he dropped that in there. That's the score.
So incompletion. Brings up second down and 10. 4:55 to play in this opening quarter that has had its fair share of offense so far.
Yeah, sure. They're aggressive play calling that we're seeing from Mooney right now. I mean, aggressive.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Single back in the backfield. They'll run it on second down. That's Batty, and he's tripped up, and he's going to be dropped after a short gain. That is Jason Vorshak on the stop. It'll be second down. It'll be third down and 9.
For the Cardinals on their own 38-yard line.
So 3rd and 9 for the Cardinals. They're going to put two receivers to the right. Actually, now they're going to put a third receiver to that side. The outside man of the formation being the senior in Kingston Powell. Three receivers right, tight end to the left. Gentile takes the snap. He'll roll to that strong side. Avoid the rush. Throws on the run, and that pass is going to be short and incomplete at the 40-yard line. Once again, looking for Kingston Powell, and it brings up 4th down, and the Cardinals will punt.
Yeah, good defense on the part of the Raiders there. They were able to actually tighten up and do a good job. I actually thought Guerrero was going to run the football. He had a little bit of room over there. I thought he could have ran. I don't know if he would have got the first down, but he did have some room over there.
So Brady Desmond will punt. Single returner back deep for the Raiders. That is Gavin Hiscox, who calls for the fair catch and then was slightly wrapped up, maybe a little more than an aggressive hug by the defender for the Cardinals. No flag.
Yeah, and I actually like the no call. Because as soon as he wrapped him up, he let go. He knows, oh, wait a minute, he's fair caught. But if he just swung him back, he didn't have to throw him to the ground. Just move him in any kind of way, you have to call it then.
So Toy and the Raiders, 1st and 10 from their 29-yard line. They put two receivers to the right side. Single back in the backfield. Wing to the left. Now they're going to overload the right side. And Vorshak's going to run that way, try to turn the corner.
That's a
flag. Late in the goal area, and here comes multiple flags, and they're going to get 15 for that one.
Yeah, he was all the way past the restricted area on the sideline, and there was no reason to come up and do anything there. I mean, you see a line of the opposite team, you know not to come up in that.
You might want to head the other way.
Yeah. I mean, you slow it down.
So the 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of this run, and we're down to 3:50 to play in the opening quarter.
The Raiders on their own 47-yard line.
They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Put receivers to each side of the formation. Tommy Valentine on a wing to the right side. Toy takes the snap, gives the ball to Vorshak, trying to sweep to the outside, and
off number 15, Jason Vorshak.
They're going to spot Vorshak right about midfield, Dave. He's going to get about 3. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, nice little run there. One thing I noticed, and maybe they'll go back to it, on that play and lineup there, you had a receiver at the top, one-on-one. And the cornerback was playing him to the outside. That's a quick slant all day. Nobody over there.
Titus and Hiscox will go to the left side. Running back next to Toy. Valentine goes in motion right to left. Settles on a wing to the left. Toy, quick pass, looking for Valentine, and that sizzled past him and incomplete.
Little Aaron, a little too high, but he was actually open in that little seam there, Mark. As he came off the line, you got to hit him on the run. And if he had that ball down lower, he would have had a completion.
So this will bring up 3rd and 7 for the Raiders. Incompletion stops the clock. 3:06 to play, first quarter. 14-8, Cardinal Mooney leading South Range.
This is an important play here.
2 to the left, 1 to the right side. Starkey, the tailback. Toy drops to throw. Has time. Fires underneath. Pass caught. First down. Breaking a tackle. Breaking another tackle across the 35. And down near the 30-yard line.
Oh, nice catch there, and able to keep his balance and break tackles and continue downfield, and now down to 30. 20-yard pickup there.
First and 10 for the Raiders on the Cardinal 30-yard line.
Boy. And they're out, and I see they speed up the tempo a little bit here, Mark.
Gavin Hiscox on the 20-yard reception. First and 10 Raiders from the Cardinal Mooney 30-yard line. Toy takes the snap, gives the ball to Vorshak, this time going towards the short side of the field. He's going to be upended at about the 27-yard line. Gain of 3. It's second down and 7 for the Raiders.
Going to bring up second and 7 now for the Raiders on the Cardinal.
Boy, I tell you, they're doing a good job also of play calling. He just missed on a couple of errant throws, but really the play calls has been excellent on both sides. And this looks like this could be a very interesting game with a lot of adjustments.
But a wing to the left, 2 receivers to the right side. Vorshak the tailback. They overload, go strong to the right side now. Vorshak going to run that way, looking for a block to turn the corner. He won't get the block, and he's dropped back near the 30-yard line. Cardinal Mooney did a great job. They set that edge, and there was no place to run.
Yeah, and that's how you do it. You just keep on pushing him to the sideline, back into the trap of the defense, and was able to come up and make that tackle and drop him for a loss.
So third down and 10 coming up for the Raiders. A minute 15 as the clock continues to run here in the opening quarter. Titus and Hiscock, the 2 receivers, go to the left. Now they're going to reset with a wing to the right side. Toy rolling to the wide side. Eyes downfield. Avoids the first defender, but not the second one, and he's thrown down back at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's either got to get rid of the football quickly, because I'm telling you, they're just a little bit too quick on their pass rushes. And then you're rolling as a right-hander. You're rolling out to the left, so you got to readjust that body to make that throw, and that's a tough throw.
So Vorshak to punt the football away. We'll roll under 30 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Returner back deep at his own 5-yard line. Vorshak's looking to throw, had a man open, and we're going to get a procedure penalty.
Wow.
It's going to wipe out that fake punt.
It's going to be a false start against the Raiders.
Well, I'm sure they won't do it now, Mark.
It's now fourth and a whole bunch more now after that 5-yard penalty. So it'll be fourth and about 18 to go now.
I mean, you talk about wide open. He was open, and he probably would have made the first down.
So snap back to Vorshak, gets the punt away, high kick. This one is going to carry into the end zone for the touchback. And Cardinal Mooney will take over with 11 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
Great first quarter of action here, Marcus.
20-yard line.
We have seen 2 teams really going at it and making big plays on either offense or defense to stop those ensuing drives sometime here. So this is very good, well-played football game.
So they will mark the football at the 20-yard line, which is 11 seconds to go in this quarter. And both offenses have had a lot of success with 2 teams that have been very good defensive teams.
Yes, they have. And the play calling, can't complain about that. They've been mixing it up, both teams.
Going to send a man in motion from right to left. They're going to pitch it to the tailback. Breaking across the 25 and out near the 30-yard line.
15, Tyree Dawson.
That's Tyree Dawson, number 15 on the carry. And we have come to the end of the first quarter. After 1, it is Cardinal Mooney 14 and it's South Range 8. We're back after this on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Second quarter underway as Vince Gentile looks downfield, finds a receiver open, and then he's going to be thrown down near the 60-yard line.
Gentile's pass complete to number 6, Tony Jackson.
That is Tony Jackson, number 6, on the reception.
It's good enough for a first down.
Nice play action there, and got him wide open.
So they'll spot the football after that reception down to the 30-yard line. So it'll be first and 10, Cardinal Mooney from the South Range 29-yard line. Cardinals now left to right here in this second quarter.
Got a timeout.
Taken by Mooney.
And Cardinal Mooney is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here to let you know this is the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week. The Patricians are a semi-pro football team looking for post-high school and college talent to join their roster. For more information, check them out on Facebook. Look for the Youngstown Patricians or call John Galbraith at 330-540-1099.
We took a look at page 3 of your band program.
Won't be that long. We'll be through winter and having summer football.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just pushing right through the snow and the cold.
Yeah, we play that is not even here. At least we want to, boy.
One winner per home game. Program books are available for purchase underneath the
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, second quarter. Mineral Ridge 23, Western Reserve, nothing.
Jumped on quickly.
So Cardinal Mooney uses the timeout as we get ready to get back to action.
First and 10 to the Cardinal.
So it'll be first and 10, Cardinal Mooney from the South Range 29-yard line. Raiders showing some pressure. They'll toss it to Dawson, trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be hit after a gain. Maybe he got one. It's going to be second down and 9.
Yeah, I tell you, they strung that out, and even though he was running and running, it looked like he didn't get anything. Yeah, it was right at 29. Very good defense there.
So they'll say no gain on the play. Second and 10 from the 29-yard line. 11 minutes to play here, first half. 14-8, Cardinal Mooney leading South Range. Single receiver to the left. Pack goes in motion, fakes the handoff. Gentile look downfield, avoiding the rush, directing traffic. This time he's just going to fire downfield. That ball knocked away and incomplete. That's Daniel Landis knocking the football away and brings up a third down and 10.
Yeah, that was a risky throw because right there he just flung the ball and it was almost picked. You just need to. You're already towards the sideline. Just throw that ball out of bounds. And as long as he gets past the line of scrimmage, you should be fine with no intentional grounding or anything.
Single receiver to the left, 2 to the right side. Single back in the backfield with Vince Gentile, the quarterback. Tight end in motion, settles wing to the left side. Fake it to him. Gentile, backside pressure, unloads this at the last second and incomplete. But it's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for Cardinal Mooney.
I tell you, both teams on drive were able to actually put them down and stop these drives that got into that position where you could score. And we see what they may have. It looks like they're going to go for it, though.
They're going to bring in Brady Desmond at a tailback spot. Put trips to the right with Gentile the quarterback. Fake it to Desmond. Gentile to throw. Trying to go down the seam. Has a man wide open. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That is Manningham on the touchdown catch of 29 yards for Cardinal Mooney.
It was called down here. Something, let's see.
Gentile's pass is completed, number 21, John Manningham. There's a penalty flag after the play.
Okay, this after, I'll say, boy, I mean, that just can't happen. When you have that, you know that they're going for a first down, 10 yards they need, but you cannot allow them to get deeper than your deepest man. You know, that happens, Mark, when you start looking in the backfield. You're looking to come up, you want to make a big play. You got to stay deep.
So now Cardinal Mooney will attempt the extra point.
Attempting the extra point, number 33, Jacob Gugliotta.
That's Jacob Gugliotta, the senior kicker, who's connected on his first 2 extra points tonight. Play clock at 20 seconds. Snap and hold are good. And Gugliotta's extra point is up and good. With 10:17 to play here in the first half, it is now Cardinal Mooney 21, South Range 8. We'll be back after this on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. Now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Right back here to the home of the South Range Raiders, where Cardinal Mooney leads this one 21-8, and a lot of big plays on both sides of the field so far here tonight, Dave.
Yeah, it sure has, and teams that came up big in big situations, and that was one that just I'm still struggling with it as a former defensive back to see a guy just running free deep. And you know that's one part you want to definitely protect.
It is time for a Village Tavern kickoff. Find the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard or online at villagetavern3.com. Halftime, we'll give you the PAC report with Commissioner Joanne Derko. Get you caught up on scores around the Valley with the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, and we'll look at the unofficial first half numbers. Gentile puts his foot into this one from the 22, across the 25-30, 35, cuts back to the 40 before being tossed down near the 41-yard line. Is Gavin Hiscox on the return for the Raiders.
Yeah, he's a little bit hesitant there on the return, trying to look for an opening, but one thing about the kick return, when you get the ball, get upfield as quickly as possible. Things can turn right there. You can see a little opening and break it off.
So Toy and the Raiders have the football. First down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Right to left here in this second quarter. And a drop Valentine to a split back position, putting Hiscox in motion from right to left. Toy, play fake, Now he'll roll to the right side, eyes downfield, try to avoid the first defender, but not the second defender. Nick Toy going to be sacked for the third time here in the first half.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if once his read is not there that he wants, his running ability, we done seen the pass, it's a non-factor here. That they're just too quick on the front seven. They are able to get to him. And he's got to get rid of that football. Just throw it away if he has to.
There is a lot of speed on both sides of the football, but especially defensively for Cardinal Mooney.
It sure is.
2nd and 11 for the Raiders. Single receivers each side, wing to the right side. Play clock at 3 seconds. Toy gives the ball to Vorshak, and Vorshak stood up. Might have got one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and a 10 now for the Raiders.
Yes, and that defense is just reacting so quickly and getting into the little, as they say, nicks and crannies of the offense and being able to get there. And they're not able to pick up anything. And they got, just one maybe on that play.
Under 9 minutes to play, first half, 21-8. Cardinal Mooney leading South Range. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left side, wing to the left. Toy with 5 seconds, takes the snap. Big drop. Standing in the pocket, looks underneath, and the pass falls incomplete off of Vorshak's hands, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, that one is there. He had a lot of time there. That one, he did put it right on his hands, and he was able to run. He catches that ball. I think he may get the first down. He had a little bit of area there. I think he gets the first down without a doubt.
So Vorshak to punt. Twin returners now back deep for Cardinal Mooney at their 29-yard line. Low snap, picks it up, gets the kick away quickly. And this is going to take a Cardinal Mooney bounce and be downed by Tommy Titus at the 40-yard line. So Cardinal Mooney is going to have 8:21 and a pair of timeouts before we head into the locker room.
Yeah, this is an important drive for the Raiders to be able to stop, because they cannot allow them to get up 3 scores on them. They're going to want to try to clamp them down as they've done in the past, so they know they can do it, but they're going to have to be versatile in their defensive calls.
So Cardinal Mooney breaks the huddle from the far sidelines. They'll head to the line of scrimmage. They'll put 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Gentile sends a man in motion, drops to throw, and then skips this throw intended for Tony Batty, incomplete. It's 2nd and 10.
Good defense there, getting the hands up. That's one thing. You can't get the quarterback, but you can get your hands up in the air, and they were able to do that and knock that pass down.
So 2nd and a 10 from the Cardinal Mooney 40-yard line. Going to put single receivers to the right and left. 2 running backs offset in the backfield with Vince Gentile, the quarterback. 2nd man through, that's Tony Batty, who gets the football. Batty stood up for a loss into the backfield, back to the 39-yard line. He'll lose 1.
Loss of 1.
Well, I tell you, the Raiders and that defense there, I mean, they got in there. Daniel Landis, the linebacker, was able to get in quickly and be able to make that stop on that play. He used some young guys, too. That's only a 10th grader. They got a lot of 10th graders out there for the Raiders.
2 receivers go to the left. Going to wing to the right side. Gentile facing a 3rd down and 10. Takes the snap. Flicks to Batty. Going to take a deep shot. Has a man out there. Ball hung up and is knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, oh boy. Hey, Mark, I'm telling you, I just had flashbacks. When you see that you're looking straight on into the receiver, you got to know, pass interference there. You're not looking back for the football. And you just can't do that. Are they bringing it back? No.
It's 15 from the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So they'll give it. This will be a first down to the Cardinal Mooney 44-yard line. This will be the South Range 44-yard line.
Boy, you got to get your head around, and that the call would not happen. Just get his head around.
Single receiver to the left. Two backs in the backfield with Vince Gentile, the quarterback. That's Brady Desmond. And Desmond gets tripped up after a gain of about 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Penalty flag on the play.
They got a flag way upfield at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, looks like he got a holding call way downfield.
Like conduct penalty against the Cardinal.
Oh, wait a minute. He said unsportsmanlike conduct, so that's one that can put you back to near about your 40-yard line.
So that penalty, 15 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Should be 2nd down. Band play, right? 2nd down. After the penalty, it's going to be 2nd and 24 now for the Cardinals.
So 2nd and a 24 now coming up. One receiver to the left, two to the right side, single back in the backfield. They send a man in motion from left to right. Gentile to throw, try to set up the screen. Read well by the Raiders and knocked away and incomplete.
That was one that was very dangerous to even throw. They had that snuffed out from the beginning. That was one where you just throw it to the feet of the receiver. Great defense by the Raiders.
So the incompletion's going to bring up a 3rd down. And long here to go for Cardinal Mooney. They need to get to the South Range 35-yard line for a first down. Gentile to throw. Steps up in the pocket, feeling some backside pressure, avoids the first rush, steps up into a wobbly throw that goes over the head of all of his intended receivers, and incomplete, and it brings it up 4th down.
Well, good defense there. And that's what you wanted to do, put them in a punting position. And this that was imperative today to be able to stop that drive.
Deep for the Raiders, number 21, Gavin Hiscox.
6:49 to play here in the first half. Brady Desmond will punt. Single returner back deep for the Raiders. Snap back to Desmond, gets away a low wobbly kick. But it's going to take a Cardinal Mooney roll. And that football is going to be downed at the 25-yard line. So an effective roll turns into a good kick for Cardinal Mooney.
Yeah, actually did. You know, at the beginning we wouldn't have said that, but to actually get that out of it, about 34 yards, when it looked like it might have been a 17, 18-yard punt. Great roll on it.
So South Range takes over with 6:40 to play here in the first half. Right to left here in this second quarter. Toy going to put two receivers to the right. Running back moves up next to him on the right side. Toy going to give the football to his tailback and stood up after about a 1-yard gain.
Well, it looked like he was going to have some kind of opening, but they came up and stuffed that. Only got a yard out of it.
Hit by number 7, Logan Guerreri.
So it's a gain of 1.
Going to bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Raiders.
2nd and 9 from the 26-yard line. Going to split two receivers to the right, put one to the left side. Two backs in the backfield with quarterback Nick Toy. Fakes the ball. Toy going to take a shot downfield, had a man out there, and the ball knocked away and incomplete. Had Gavin Hiscox on the 9 route down the center of the field, but didn't have time to really step into that throw.
Yeah, absolutely, because he had him open there. He was behind the defense. And he was able to step into that throw. He may have had either a touchdown or a very, very long gain on that play.
So 3rd down and 9 for the Raiders.
Put yourself behind the sticks when you like this 3rd and 9. Those are the calls you don't want to have.
Put a wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left side. Now they're going to move man in motion to that side. Toy time, stepping up in the pocket, throws on the run, pass knocked away and incomplete. Big hit on the intended receiver that time. Looking for a Colin Kay who caught the touchdown earlier, and it's 4th down and 9.
Boy, Kingston Powell came up number 0 and really laid a whack there because he would have had the 1st down with that catch, but man, he laid something on him and jarred the ball loose.
So Vorshak will punt.
Going to bring up 4th and 9 now for the Raiders. Set the punt, number 15, Jason Vorshak.
2 returners back deep for the Cardinals.
And number 17.
Including Manningham and Schiraldi. Punt is going to be fielded across the 45, midfield 50. And then hesitates at a host of Raiders there at about the 46-yard line to stop John Manningham on the return.
He's trying to wait and see if he can find something. As I said earlier, get up the field, what you want to do in the return game.
Dave, I saw Cardinal Mooney early on. We was the first week of scrimmages. And you can tell this team has just gotten better and better as the season has gone along.
Yeah, I mean, they look very good.
So Gentile at the quarterback spot looks like Tony Batty about 2 yards behind him. Going to give the ball to Batty, and Batty is going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
And I don't know what the Raiders have found, but they're doing an excellent job these last couple of drives and stopping the run. They haven't given up much at all. And it looked like he might have lost a yard on that play.
2nd down and 11 after Batty does lose 1. Seen a lot of different running backs for Cardinal Mooney throughout this first half of action. It's just under 5 minutes to play. Fake to Batty. Gentile underneath. Tight end makes the catch and dives forward near the 40-yard line. That's John Brenner on the reception. We are approaching 8 o'clock. You are listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, and Western Reserve 2, part of the iMedia 1 network. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven back at the iMedia studios, spinning the dials in Struthers. Gentile to throw. Goes underneath. But again, that looks like the big tight end, John Brenner, with the reception. And that's going to be good enough to move the sticks for a Cardinal Mooney 1st down.
Yeah.
I don't think they have dials anymore, especially in the Western Reserve studio. It's all faders now.
Yeah. Big difference than it used to be, I tell you.
Technology's come a long way just since I started my career.
Yeah.
Although that has been,
agent.
Like, no. Well, next year it'll be 3 decades calling high school football games.
Yeah. They tell you, where does it go? I don't know where it goes. It goes quickly, though.
So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. We got split backs and then a tailback 2 yards deep behind Gentile. Looks to throw. It'll fire downfield. Receiver came back to the ball, made the catch at the 15-yard line, and got knocked down at about the 13-yard line. That's Brady Desmond on the reception. It's going to be 1st down, Cardinal Mooney at the South Range 13-yard line.
He had a couple people open over there, too, so he had his choice of who he wanted to go to and get that ball to him.
So we've got a timeout on the field called by South Range with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to play, holding a 21-8 lead. We'll keep it right here. And, we mentioned it earlier, Dave. Week 10, we wrap up the regular season next week in a game that has become pretty much a staple for us no matter where it is played.
Right.
And we will have Austintown Fitch and Warren Harding to round out the regular season.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I tell you, that fits the offense. We know what we've seen earlier in the season, and by the way of the scores that we've seen, they still can put those points on the board quickly. But I give it to Harding. They have been able to play solid defense against some of the better teams. And you think about it, they only allowed this Mooney, this explosive offense we just seen tonight, they only allowed them to get 7 points. So, I mean, this should be an interesting game to end the season with.
And those 7 points came on the opening drive, no less.
That's right. And after that, it was nothing.
Back to action, 1st and 10 from the 13, maybe the 14-yard line. Going to pitch the ball to a deep back. He is going to be dropped back near the 19-yard line. That's Tony Batty on the carry, and after a couple of big runs by the sophomore, they've been able to kind of control his running style.
Yes, they sure have. They have done an excellent job. They have definitely made some adjustments because early on there were holes or different places they could run. They have actually shut down their running game.
Loss of 5 brings up a 2nd and a 15. Trips to the left. Gentile drops back, looks that way, steps into a throw, looking for the back corner of the end zone, and that ball is incomplete. Gentile did a good job kind of splitting the 2 defenders with the throw, but it carried him out of bounds.
Yeah, and they did a good job of bracketing him there and taking him all the way to the sidelines. It had to be a perfect drop-in throw to do it, but he was definitely trying to do it because he placed that ball right where it needed to be, just a little too far towards the sideline.
So it looks like we've got another timeout on the field. Cardinal Mooney will take a timeout. That'll leave them with 1. And you go back to last year when we finished up with Warren Harding and Austintown Fitch. It was just one of those back and forth type of games that we've grown to be used to when those 2 teams played, because we remember back, what was it, 2023, where they combined for the 99 points.
Yeah, and that's our highest point total that we've been a part of. I mean, that game right there, you talk about your head being on a swivel. You needed one that night because it was just up and down the field. And it's not that they didn't play defense. It was just great athletes on both sides.
There was so much offense, Michael had to recharge the iPad after the game was over.
Yeah, that
ran out of juice. So off the Cardinal Mooney timeout. Again, Coach Colapret going to be left with 1 timeout. Going to put 2 receivers to the left. Split backs in the backfield with Vince Gentile on 3rd and 15. Gentile faked it to his running back, goes across his body.
Ooh, that's not good there, Mark. I've always talked about it. Ooh. Throw across your body. You are asking for trouble. Cross your body and then in the middle of the field.
So they will bring Jacob Gugliotta now on to attempt a field goal. Now let's see where the holder puts the knee down. So he's at the 27, so make this a 37. Now he scoots up to the 35.
Yeah, that was he was really back way too far.
So this will be a 35-yard attempt from the right hash for Jacob Gugliotta. Snap high, he gets it down, and that kick is going to drift off to the left. And they say it hooked inside the upright and good.
That's why I got glasses on up here.
That is why we are up here and they are down there.
I might need binoculars because I tell you that it looked like it was just outside, but they said it squeezed in.
So that makes it 24-8 in favor of Cardinal Mooney. South Range will have 2:20 and 1 timeout remaining for Coach Rock to try to get some points on the board.
Yeah, he's going to try to do what he can, but I tell you, he's going to be going up against a stiff, stalwart defense in the Mooney Cardinals.
What is it that has impressed you about this defense so far?
Well, the main thing is that their quickness. That front seven is so quick that they just don't allow too much of anything to happen, especially when you have a quarterback like Toy who can usually move out the pocket and able to pick up yardage. He's unable to do that. He's not been a factor in that way at all tonight.
Village Tavern scoreboard. Excuse me, Village Tavern kickoff. We'll get to the scoreboard here in a moment. Coming up for Cardinal Mooney. They've gone to halftime between Mineral Ridge and Western Reserve, and the Rams with a 30-6 lead at the half. Looking forward to that big Week 10 matchup between McDonald and Mineral Ridge. Kickoff fielded at the 5, across the 10, outside to the 15. Tried to stutter step, and then there were 3 Cardinals right there to pull down the returner. At the 15-yard line was Gavin Hiscox.
Yeah, you just got to take over. Like I said, get upfield. You can't do any of this stuttering. Just keep running. You get much as you possibly can. And, you know, the old adage, a lot more bad things can happen when you do that than just getting upfield.
So Toy overlooks the Cardinal Mooney defense. Borshak going to move up next to him. Toy drops the throw. Fires the quick out. Valentine makes the catch across the 20. Turns upfield, and then the 6'1", 190-pound junior running back, he lowered the boom on the Mooney defender.
Yeah, I'd say that was a nice collision there.
It's a gain of 9 to Valentine. It's 2nd and 1. 2:04 to play here in the first half. Toy gives it to his running back. And that'll be good enough for a South Range first down for Vorshak before being pushed back.
Yep. Enough to get that first down and get the sticks moving.
Brought down by number 3, Tony Batty. But not before Vorshak gets the Raiders.
So Vorshak's first down keeps this drive moving for the Raiders.
First and 10 for the Raiders on their own.
We go under 2 minutes to play in the half. Toy takes the snap, 3-strap drop, timing ball downfield for Tommy Titus, who couldn't pull the ball in, but there was a lot of contact from Kingston Powell, the defender for Cardinal Mooney.
Yeah, that'd be another 15 yards there.
Against the Cardinal.
So that pass interference penalty will give the Raiders another 15 yards.
Yeah, whenever you got your hands on the receiver there, I mean, you can be hand fighting, but if you tug like he did there, you're going to definitely get that call.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Vorshak, the tailback, with Nick Toy. 3-step drop for Toy. Backside pressure. Steps up and spun down at the 36-yard line. He'll get about 2 yards. It's going to bring up now a 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders, who want to go up tempo. Toy takes the snap. Pressure up the middle. Completes the ball to Valentine across midfield and diving just about a half-yard shy of the first down.
And they're trying to get moving because if they know, they got the time out there.
Gain of 8.
This is going to be a 3rd down and a short 2. And we've got the timeout used by Coach Rock. And that will be the final South Range timeout. Cardinal Mooney has won with 68 seconds to go here in the first half. And lots of explosive plays.
Yes, sir.
On both sides in this first half.
Yeah, they're trying to get into scoring position because they get the second half kickoff. So it'd be ideal for them to try to get some points on the board and then receive second half kickoff.
Raiders huddling down below us here. Cardinal Mooney, packed stands on the visiting side of this facility that we walked in here and still remain impressed with it to this day.
Yeah, they did an excellent job. I remember the field way back before they had this complex, and it's just an open area that they had. And you had some stands, but this here they put together is really a great thing.
And we both climbed the pole of the press box a time or two at the old facility.
Yeah, for sure.
So 3rd down and a long one for the Raiders. Gives the ball to Voracek, sweeps to the outside. He'll get the first down and more. He's down to the 41-yard line. Again, that'll move the chains for the Raiders.
First down.
63 seconds to go in the half.
And not only that, it stops the clock until the chain gang gets into place.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Toy drops to throw. Going to take a shot, one-on-one, downfield. That pass is going to be incomplete near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was one right there that was definitely covered. And he would have been more safe just throw that ball out of bounds that way. Don't put it in harm's way.
Incompletion stops the clock. 49 seconds to go here in the half. 24-8, Cardinal Mooney leading South Range.
I tell you, their corners are doing an excellent job of coverage.
Voracek now to the right side of Toy, who drops to throw. And it go to the other side. Pass caught. Breaking tackles across the 35 and down to the 33-yard line is Gavin Hiscox. Going to bring up 3rd down. Going to be 3rd and about 2 to go for the Raiders. Right back to the line. Toy to throw. Dancing around the pocket. Looking downfield. He's going to run. It's going to get close to the first down. I don't know if he got it or not.
I don't think so either. It looked like he ran behind the sticks and was short of the first down. You got to head upfield and dive if you have to out of bounds and get it.
32-yard line.
That was a big mistake right there.
So it is 4th and 1 for the Raiders. 19 seconds to go in the half. Coach Rock is out of timeouts. Receiver as a wing to the right side, 2 to the left. Going to give the ball to Voracek.
Oh, he's gone.
Voracek, first down and more. Touchdown and more for the Raiders.
That was big. That's
32 yards for Jason Voracek, and the Raiders are on the board.
And I'm really shocked that even happened because Mooney's defense has been so stalwart, but that time their aggressiveness and speed worked against them. And they ran right past Voracek, and once he was able to cut it up inside that lane, he was gone.
So, got to keep the offense out there. 9 plays, 85 yards on the drive, capped off by the Voracek 32-yard touchdown run. Toy takes the snap, pumps, looking to run, now dumps it into the end zone. Wide open is James Dicer for the 2-point conversion.
And that's good for the 3-point conversion.
Great play there to find his man wide open there. And that was big because that puts him within 8.
So that's a big touchdown for the Raiders. So Dicer gets the 2-point conversion after Voracek's 32-yard run. And if you're the Raiders, you just have to hold for 11 seconds, knowing you're getting the football to begin the 3rd.
And you got to make sure you do the right things here because I tell you, Cardinal Mooney Cardinals have been very explosive. And they can do something in 11 seconds sometimes if you don't do the right thing defensively.
Is this the type of defense in Mooney, if it's in your scheme, screens and draws since they're so aggressive upfield?
Yeah, that's something you could do there because I think they were looking to make a big play. They knew on defense if he was rolling out and passing or whatever it is, once you tackle him, it's over. That's the end of the half. And their aggressiveness worked against them that time. Because they got the speed and everybody coming, but he cut up inside that lane, and they had ran right past him.
It's time for another Village Tavern kickoff, located at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, and online at villagetavern3.com. So they've got the football teed up at the 40-yard line. Looks like Starkey out there for this kick. Two returners back deep at the 5-yard line. He'll kick this one away. It's going to split returners and roll out of bounds at about the 15, 16-yard line. So no time comes off the clock, and we'll see what Cardinal Mooney elects to do here with those 11 seconds and one timeout, Dave.
Yeah, that ball comes up to what? Was that the 35? Okay, I didn't know if it was 35 or 40. And we only got 11 seconds.
Cardinal will have the ball first and 10.
You could take a chance if you want to and throw something deep. Throw it up, hope for a penalty marker or something of that nature, or you may be content enough to just go in at the halftime with the 8-point lead.
And we'll see what they decide to do here. Looks like they are just going to take a knee and head to the locker room. Gentile going to go under center. And he gave the ball to his running back, who tried to turn the corner.
Yeah, a little sneaky play there.
Gave it to John Manningham. Who's down to the 40-yard line. And we've come to the end of the first half of action. At the break, it is Cardinal Mooney 24 and South Range 16. We'll take a break, and we'll begin the halftime show next here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
The Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. Now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Halftime here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2. Cardinal Mooney 24, South Range 16, and it's now time for this week's edition of the President's Athletic Conference Football Report with Commissioner Joanne Derko.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for October 18th, 2025. I'm Joe Underco. This week we will take a quick look back at last Saturday's gridiron action in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing Week 7 games this weekend. Washington and Jefferson is the lone unbeaten team remaining in PAC play and controls its own destiny after Week 6, following the President's 24-7 homecoming win over Westminster. In other action, Case Western Reserve and Grove City also posted homecoming wins, with the Spartans rolling past Allegheny 62-21 and the Wolverines edging Waynesburg 24-14. Finally, Geneva and St. Vincent each won road shootouts, with the Golden Tornadoes outgunning Teal 51-38 and the Bearcats outlasting Bethany 57-35. Hiram had the weekend off. Offensive PAC Player of the Week recognition in Week 6 went to Geneva junior quarterback Caleb Romano, who threw for 402 yards and 3 touchdowns while adding 2 rushing scores at Teal. Defensive honors went to Grove City junior cornerback Dominic Danino, with a pair of interceptions, including a 48-yard TD return versus Waynesburg. Special teams laurels went to St. Vincent senior kicker Justin Emig, who made all 9 of his kicks at Bethany, including a pair of field goals. Newcomer of the week was Teal freshman quarterback Keller Herzberger, who posted a school record 447 passing yards and 5 TDs while adding a rushing score versus Geneva. Week 7 again features 5 league contests, while Case Western Reserve has the bye. A matchup of Presbyterian rivals has 3-3 Geneva traveling to face 2-4 Waynesburg at Wiley Stadium at 1 p.m. The teams are meeting for the 86th time since 1908, with the Jackets holding a 44-37-4 all-time advantage, although the GTs won at home 33-6 a year ago. Waynesburg head coach Cornelius Coleman discusses the challenges posed by the Geneva passing attack.
They're not just doing it with a core group of new guys. They're doing it with their same players. That quarterback that they have over there is one of the best quarterbacks in the country right now.
3-2 Grove City looks for its 3rd straight win as the Wolverines travel to Meadville to battle 2-4 Allegheny at Frank Fuhrer Field at 4 p.m. The historic series dates back to 1899, with the Wolverines leading the Gators 37-29-7, including the last 3 meetings since Allegheny rejoined the PAC. The last Allegheny win in the series was a 27-7 final back in 1987. Gator head coach Braden Lair talks about what a home win over the Wolverines would mean for his program.
It's a barrier of competing against those caliber teams that I would like to think we're in a position that we can do that. And it didn't happen for us in the first opportunity against Case. That doesn't mean it can't, this Saturday. Ultimately, I think we have to play our game better.
0-5 Bethany continues its search for its first win as the Bison host 2-3 Hiram at Bison Stadium at 1 p.m. The teams renew a series which began in 1899, with the Terriers maintaining a narrow 21-19-1 all-time advantage, although the Bison won the last meeting between the programs 26-16 back in 2022. Midway through Hiram's first gridiron season since returning to the PAC, first-year Terrier head coach Xavier Landry gives his initial impressions of the conference.
Every week you got to show up, be prepared to play, and that's what I like. That's what I like about the conference. Games never over until the clock hits 000. Those games, I like being a part of those types of games.
In other Week 7 conference contests, 3-2 Washington and Jefferson looks to hold on to sole possession of first place in the PAC when the Presidents travel to Latrobe to face 2-4 St. Vincent at Chuck Knoll Field at 1 p.m. W&J has won 15 of 16 meetings between the programs since the rebirth of Bearcat football in 2007, with the lone St. Vincent win in that span being a 35-27 final back in 2011. Finally, 0-5 Teal makes the short trip to New Wilmington to face 3-2 Westminster at Harold Burry Stadium at 1 p.m. The Titans lead the series, which dates back to 1894, 50-22-6 all-time, and have won the last 8 meetings, with the last Tomcat win being a 45-37 4-overtime thriller in 2013. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league info. You can also follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
And welcome back here to the home of the South Range Raiders, who trail Cardinal Mooney 24-16 here at the half. Let's take a look at the unofficial first half numbers. First for Cardinal Mooney, Vince Gentile, 7 of 16 through the air, 126 yards and 1 touchdown. Leading receivers, John Brenner, the tight end, has 3 catches for 17 yards. Tony Jackson, 1 for 42. John Manningham, 1 for 29. Brady Desmond, 1 for 22. And Tyree Dawson, 1 for 16. Leading rusher in the game for Cardinal Mooney is the sophomore Tony Batty, 6 carries for 21 yards. Brady Desmond has 1 for 19. For South Range, Nick Toy, 7 of 10 through the air, 62 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Hiscox, 2 catches for 28 yards. Tommy Valentine, 2 for 16. Colin Kay has 1 for 12 and a touchdown. And the leading rusher in the game so far is the junior running back for South Range, Jason Vorshak, 12 carries, 117 and a touchdown, Dave.
Yeah, you can't beat that. You're almost at 10 yards a carry. So, I mean, that's a guy that's doing well on the ground.
So those are your first half numbers. We're going to take break number 2 here at halftime. When we come back, we'll look at scores across the valley and recap the first half scoring of this one. You're listening to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Halftime continues here on Sports Radio 1240, Western Reserve Radio 2. Time for the Discount Power Sports Halftime Scoreboard. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. Visit them at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 330-717-4441. Well, Dave, couple of games of key interest for us. Halftime, Austintown Fitch and Boardman tied at 7.
Yeah, and that's definitely interesting. That's a game that you would think that Austintown would be way up on, but Boardman came to play.
Other scores tonight, halftime, Jackson Milton 14 and Camel 6. First half score, Liberty having a fantastic season. They're up 36-0 over Champion. Brookfield a 44-6 lead over Newton Falls in the first half of action. See other games, Crestview looking to go to 9-0 in a big game with the Garrettsville Garfield G-men, who are 7-1 coming into that game. Crestview at 8-0, 14-6 Crestview with the lead in the second quarter in that one.
Yeah, that's a big game there, and Garfield has always been, the G-men have always been ready to play when it comes to the gridiron, and that looked to be a great game. But Crestview this is the best I've heard of them being in a long time.
Approaching halftime, Canfield with a 31-0 lead over Howland. Girard leading Hubbard 34-0 at the break. And Girard looking to go 9-0, and they've been one of the most impressive teams we have seen this season.
Yeah, there's no question about that. We done seen them, and they have just been lights out and able to play it against anyone. I mean, they don't back down from anyone, and they are explosive offensively and defensively.
Spaghetti Bowl tonight between Lisbon and Latonia, and it is all Blue Devils 35-7 over Latonia at the half. First half score, Massillon 14, Warren Harding 3. Another big game in the Valley to keep an eye on tonight. McDonald and Springfield. 7-6 McDonald over Springfield at the break.
Oh man, that's a good one, and that's a TV game if I'm not mistaken tonight also.
Poland a 35-0 lead over Lakeview at the half in that game. And halftime, Struthers with a 24-0 lead over the Niles Red Dragons. Let's see what else we can find for you tonight on the scoreboard. Southern 14, Valley Christian. That game is in the second quarter. And a lot of really big games as we go down the stretch here in week 9, and a lot of computer points at stake across the Valley.
Yes, it is, and this is the time. You got to make these last few games count. Move around and see where you can position yourself in the playoff run, as it is definitely that time now.
And we haven't really had a lot of time to talk about this because it's been a busy season. We jumped in with 2 games in week 1. 12 teams making the playoffs. Top 4 teams getting the first round bye. Higher seed hosting now for the first 3 weeks. As a former coach and player, how do you feel about those top 4 teams getting a week off?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess under the structure, what they want to do, I think is not bad. Sometimes as a player, for myself, I'm going to speak, that's all I can speak for myself. I'd rather keep playing. You know, you want to keep sharp, you want to keep everything. I like the thing of being able to keep playing, but it is a great advantage. If you got a couple guys banged up and something like that, they can get themselves healthy enough. They'll be able to play in the first game that you come in the playoffs, so you can be full strength. But it's a tough situation there.
Like, let's use Cardinal Mooney for an example. They came into play tonight, number 1 in their region.
Right.
We don't know the outcome of the game. Say, for conversation's sake, Mooney stays in the top 4. They have an open date next week. They would have a bye the following week in the first round of the playoffs on Halloween night. So they would potentially go 3 weeks between football games.
Yeah, and that I mean, when you're playing as well as we done seen tonight, this has been a very entertaining game tonight. I think you would not like to be off that long because you can become, as they say, football rust or stale, and may not come out with the same energy that you normally do. And sometimes in games like that, you get behind the 8 ball, as they say. And those you done seen it in all levels of football. When the guys, they have that first week off or extra week, sometimes they're just not stale. And by the time they wake up, it's too late. And that can happen.
And since I never took a snap, I'll ask you, what was it like for you in games like that? Did it take, a big hit or a big play or something to kind of, get you going, wake you up a little bit?
Yeah, and like I said that before, the thing is to get the juices going, I said to make a big hit, but normally that wasn't it for me. I had to get hit because sometimes you're not, I don't know, you just don't be as aggressive. Your body is not tuned to being hit. So sometimes you get that hit and it just jars you, it wakes you up, and then you're ready to go after that.
Looking ahead on the schedule for Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Tomorrow afternoon, Division III college football, Grove City on the road to take on the Gators of Allegheny. That'll be around a 3:10, 3:15 pregame, a 4 o'clock kickoff for Grove City, who's won 2 in a row in the PAC. That on Western Reserve Radio 2 tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Sunday night, It is Sunday Night Football right here on Sports Radio 1240. 49ers and Falcons. And a 49ers situation where they're a banged-up football team.
Well, they are. I mean, you talk about a mass unit. That's one mass unit, but they're a tough team. I tell you, the heart and soul of that team is the guy that they lost in Fred Warner. That middle linebacker right there sets the tone on both sides of the football for your team. He's definitely a leader.
And it really hurts if your fantasy football team has defensive players and you lose a guy like that for the season. That hurt me to cut him.
Yeah, because he's done, I'm sure, for the season, as they're talking about. And that's a guy that you didn't even have to worry. You don't even look at your roster. He's on there. He's in your starting position. You never change it. It's a guy that plays every week, and that is a big-time loss. For sure for the 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers football all season long right here on Sports Radio 1240. And then we are just a few days away from the opener for the Cavs. The Cavaliers will head to New York to go to the Garden. They will face the Knicks on opening night. Yeah. And it's a busy schedule for the Cavs because they start off 3 games in 6 nights to open the season.
Yeah, that's a tough one there, too. And they go over and play my team that I like in the New York Knicks, where I'm originally from. So, I mean, that's the team that I'm hoping they can do something this year. Just they always fall short, but I'm going to still try to root them on.
And it's Knicks, I believe, Nets, and Bucks for the Cavaliers to start the season. That's not slowly easing your way into the regular season.
It gets them ready going right away, and hopefully they can still start off like they had before, except that first game. You don't want them to start off that way for me. But it's a long season. That's one thing about basketball, just like baseball, long, grueling season.
It is. They've done better over the last few years, Dave, with less back-to-backs than they have in the past. But you're still going to play, 8-10 of those throughout the year?
Yeah, you're still going to get those in there. They try to ease that a little bit, but there's some things you just can't avoid. So a lot of those, I always said it, if they dropped it down to a 60-game season, maybe, I think it would just be a lot better. I mean,
but they'll never take games away.
Never, because that's money. They'll add some if they had to, but they're not taking it away. Just like the NFL, they'll keep adding. They're not taking it away. It's too much money involved.
Halftime, it is Cardinal Mooney 24, South Range 16. We'll take our final break, come back, and we'll get Dave's keys to the second half right after this on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Yes.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Getting set for the second half of action here tonight between Cardinal Mooney and South Range in the second meeting all time. I would have never said anything contrary to that this was the second meeting all time. South Range winning in 2022 in the third round of the playoffs over Cardinal Mooney. So this is the first regular season matchup between the two. South Range down 24-16 here at the break. They're going to get the football to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, that's was so important in that last score they got, was to be able to score like that, get the conversion, and then be able to receive the football once again in this half.
The second half kickoff brought to you by the Village Tavern. For nearly 100 years, the Village Tavern is one of the area's favorite local spots for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Located at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard and online at villagetavern3.com. So Cardinal Mooney to kick, South Range to receive. It's Jacob Gugliotta to kick, two returners back deep for the Raiders, who will work right to left here in this third quarter. Gugliotta's kick high and deep, fielded inside the 5, across the 10, 15, 20, gets to the outside to the 30, and will go out of bounds near the 30-yard line. That's Gavin Hiscox on the return. He's tried that a couple of times where he tries to stutter step and then explode, but so much speed for Cardinal Mooney.
Yeah, you just gotta continue to run, especially on punt returns. I mean, or kick returns, any type of return. You want to just get upfield and get as much as possible, and then look for the opening to make a big play.
Toying the Raiders, first down and 10. Ball on their 28-yard line. Single receivers to each side, single back in the backfield with Toy. Quick pop pass over the middle. That is caught by the tight end across the 40, down to the 41-yard line. James Dysert on the reception. They almost hit on that with Valentine in the first half.
Right.
Nice to go right back to it here to start the third.
And that's what I told you, right in that little seam and be wide open. And that one, he got the ball down lower, right on target where his receiver can run with the ball.
Two receivers left. Tommy Titus to the right side. A wing to the right side, single back in the backfield with Toy. Valentine in motion, settling right side wing. Going to pitch the football to the short side for Vorshak. And a little bit of second effort gets him down just shy of the 45-yard line. Nice job to push that pile for some extra yards.
Yeah, I mean, to even get there, get some about 4 out of that.
$345.
Second down and 6 for the Raiders. This opening drive of the third quarter on the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week. Wing to the right, two receivers to the left. Vorshak, the tailback. Movement up front, contact. Cardinal Mooney came across with contact, so that'll be an easy 5 yards for the Raiders. As that's Dewey Hurd, a senior D lineman who came across and made contact. Raiders right back to the line. Second down and 1. Vorshak to the short side of the field. He'll have the first down plus a couple yards to continue this drive for the Raiders. We saw this 2 weeks ago against Girard. It continues tonight against Cardinal Mooney. Raiders really love running the football to that short side of the field.
Yeah, they have a thing of running that way, and they like going to the short side of the field, and they've been successful doing so.
Once again, 3-9.
Wing to the right, two receivers to the left. Going to send Valentine in motion. Play clock at 10-yard line. At 10. That's kept by Toy. 40, 30, 20, and out of bounds. We didn't see Toy keep a lot on that read.
No.
And he saw nothing but space up the middle, and that's a huge gain for Nick Toy.
Yeah, he got on the edge there, and good play fake as they went for the ball inside, and the running back didn't have it, and he was able to find a big gaping hole on the outside and pick up some big yardage there, Mark.
Wing to the right, two receivers to the left, single back in the backfield. They're going to give it to Starkey. Again, running short side. He'll cut back. And Starkey down to about the 17-yard line.
Stopped up at the line by number 55.
You could see some of the adjustments there that the Raiders and Coach Rock made at the half.
Yeah, they're mixing it up well, and they seem that they start to run the ball a lot better, and they're sticking with it. It's always a key to an offense. Stick with the running game. Don't abandon it too early.
They've been staying in this same formation with a wing to the right, two receivers to the left. Running back moves up next to Nick Toy. It's Vorshak running short side. This time he's bottled up at the 16. Going to get about 2 yards, and it's going to bring up third down now for the Raiders.
Yeah, they balled that one. This is a big one here.
Going to bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Raiders on the Cardinals, 16-yard line.
So 3rd and 6 from the 16.
And the way Coach has been doing it all night, you would think he's probably Coach Rockwood just in a 2-down territory. I don't think he's going to kick a field goal.
Single back in the backfield, 2 yards behind Nick Toy. Now moves up right next to him. Toy, play fake, looking downfield. Now coming back across, looking for a block. Inside the 15, 10-yard line, ball popped free. It was on the sidelines, and a flag at the end of the play, too.
Yeah, I don't think that was a flag. I think that was just a marker for the fumble.
Fumbled out of bounds.
So we're going to say the ball went out of bounds back at the 13-yard line.
Wow.
So it's going to be 4th down and about 3 yards to go.
Yeah, and he was very close to getting the first down until that ball was jarred loose.
13-yard line.
So 4th down, 3. 8:27 to play, fast-moving third quarter.
Timeout taken by the Raiders.
And South Range will take a timeout. We can step aside as well. 8:27 to play, third quarter. Cardinal Mooney 24, South Range 16 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Off the timeout, it is 4th down and a 3. Big play here for the Raiders to finish off this opening drive. So it's Toy at the quarterback spot. Vorshak is the tailback, who now moves to the right of Toy. Valentine in motion, fake it to him. Going to throw back across the field for Vorshak, who leaped in the air, took the football away, and scored the touchdown. He just out-jumped the defender, Tony Batty, for the football, and it's a South Range touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, when he released that football, I was like, oh, that doesn't look good because there was great coverage over there, right there. But he went up and actually took that ball away from Batty there and was able to get into the end zone.
So that 13-yard pass makes it 24-22 Cardinal Mooney. And the Raiders, for the third time, will try to convert the two-point attempt. One receiver to the right, two to the left, running back to the right side of Toy, who rolls that way. Looks, fires, end zone, 2 points.
Yep. They have been successful. They ran great plays on their two-point conversion. And they have been executed really good on every one of them.
With 8:19 to play in this third quarter, we are back to even, and we are tied at 24.
Yeah, so, hey, we start over now. You basically start over. 8:19 into the third. You might as well start over just like 0-0.
8 plays, 72 yards. Toy to Vorshak for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion ties us up at 24.
Yeah, what a game here.
Your inner scoring drive covering 72 yards.
So we'll now get set to kick the football back. And you mentioned it, South Range able to take advantage, score at the end of the half, hold for 11 seconds, get the third quarter kickoff, drive right down the field and tie the football game
They had
up.
the momentum. You've seen when they came out on offense, they had a lot of juice. Now we're going to see if Mooney can recapture some of that juice they had and be able to go back downfield. But right now, that momentum is in the Raiders side of the field.
Tied at 24 here in the middle stages of this third quarter. It's time for a Village Tavern kickoff. Learn more about the Village Tavern in Hubbard by going online at villagetavern3.com. Little pop-up kick that is going to be fielded at the 32. Brought back across the 35 and down near the 36-yard line. That's John Brenner, who's been busy as a returner tonight.
Yeah, they've been doing it. You know, they've been sacrificing, giving up the good field position with these short kicks, but they having a confidence in their defense, especially with they made some adjustments. You got to remember, this score was 24-8. And it looked like they was getting ready to bust this thing open. But they made some adjustments on defense and been able to shut them down since then. And now we have a 24-all game.
Coach Colapret going to send the offense out. Vince Gentile, the quarterback. Turn, hands the ball off on first down. That's Tony Batty, the sophomore. And Batty's across the 40 down to the 41-yard line. Going to pick up 6 on first down.
Yeah, that was a very determined run there because he was grabbed at about the 38-yard line and looked like he was stopped there, but he lunged forward and got 3 more yards.
Second down, long 3, closer to 4 for the Cardinals.
Got single coverage out here to the wide side of the field.
That's Kingston Powell, the wide receiver for the Cardinals. Gentile's going to fire a pass downfield that skips incomplete right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up third down and 4.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do in that play, or he might have felt that it was covered and didn't try to put anything in harm's way.
Third down and 4. Single receivers to each side, tight end right. Batty the tailback, Gentile the quarterback. Gentile back to throw, goes downfield, pass caught right near the first down marker.
Gentile's pass.
Yeah, that was a perfect route run there.
Number 6, Tony Jackson.
That's Tony Jackson with the reception for a first down. He ran that route deep enough, Dave, that when he came back to the football, it was still a first down.
Yep, absolutely. That's what you want your receiver to do, don't run short of the first down marker. Make sure you're a little deeper.
Eye in the backfield, single receiver to the left. Gentile turns, gives the ball in the handoff to Tony Batty. Slipped through a little hole across the 50, down to the 48-yard line, and Batty paid the price, took a big hit on that run.
Yeah, but he's running with I don't know if he even felt that hit because of his determination, the way he's running the ball. He's running pretty violently.
Listed at 5'9" and 150. He'll get it again on the handoff. Slips through a crease. And he is going to be close to a first down. And they'll say, yes, move the chains. That is a first down for Cardinal Mooney.
Yep, just interesting. And the thing about it, I'm just looking at his determination, the way he's running the football. That's all it is. Running the football is an attitude. So you got to come out and run hard. Don't give up on it. And I thought they were going to abandon the running game, but they have shifted back to it. It'll open up the passing game.
So 1st and 10 for Cardinal Mooney. They're at the South Range 46-yard line. We are tied at 24 here with 6 minutes to play in the third. Gentile to throw. Going to take a deep shot. Man out there. The defender recovered and incomplete. That's good late closing speed by the South Range secondary to force that pass out of bounds and incomplete.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10 now.
That was Colin Kay, who's having a big night on both sides of the football for the Raiders.
Yeah, he was there for that one.
So 2nd down and a 10 from the 44-yard line of the Raiders. College football scoreboard, Louisville 14, number 2, Miami 10 as they start the third quarter. Going to give the ball to Dawson. And Dawson able to hammer right up the field down to the 36-yard line.
Boy, ran with some determination there.
They don't have the biggest running backs, do the Cardinals, but they run hard. Dawson, 5'9", 150. Batty, 5'9", 150.
Yeah.
Running with Batty.
Man.
Made a man miss in the open field. Now
look
lowers
at
his shoulder and drives all the way down near the 25-yard line. That is a first down run. That is all effort by Tony Batty, the sophomore.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that Ivan Pacheco in him right there. He's running with some benzins.
Give it to him again.
No fake.
Now Gentile kept it, excuse me. And Gentile's going to fall forward to about the 23-yard line. Gentile, their biggest back at 6'2" and 200 pounds.
Yep. And he's the quarterback.
Jai Manningham will go to the sidelines on this 2nd down and 8.
7 down from the Raiders 22-yard line.
Cardinal Mooney breaks the huddle, 15 seconds on the play clock. Single receivers to each side. Going to go tight end to the right. Play clock down to 3 seconds. Man goes in motion. They snap it with 1. Give it to Batty, and he is going to be dropped right near the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long for Cardinal Mooney.
No gain on the play.
They've already seen Gugliotta connect on a 35-yard field goal for Cardinal Mooney in the first half.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't be scared to kick it. Got to get a little closer, I think, though.
Schiraldi and Manningham check in as receivers. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Batty's the tailback. Gentile to throw, ball tipped.
He still caught it?
And he caught the football at the 15-yard line. That is caught by Kingston Powell, the senior, and that'll move the sticks.
Yeah, I've seen that ball. Did he get it? It's close.
They'll eye the first down up and say they will move the chains. So it is 1st and 10, Cardinal Mooney.
1st and 10 now for the Cardinals.
Kingston Powell going to come to the sidelines. So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for Cardinal Mooney. Eye in the backfield. 2nd man through, gets the football. That's Tony Batty, and Tony Batty's going to find the end zone from 15 yards out. Cardinal Mooney comes back and takes the lead with 3:14 to play here in this third quarter.
Who else would it be but Tony Batty? As I said, the inner Pacheco running style in this second half. Just determined running the ball every time he had his hands on it, and he's the one that takes it into the end zone.
So 15-yard touchdown run by Tony Batty caps off a 12-play, 65-yard drive. And Gugliotta on for the extra point. And he sneaks that one up and through. And with 3:14 to play here in the third, it is Cardinal Mooney 31 and South Range 24.
Yeah, that's a boy. That was an excellent drive. to answer from the previous drive by the South Range to come right back and score. Boy, we done had some things this year, Mark, with some games, but I tell you, these last two have really been good. We had a very good one last week, and then this one is even better.
Now, last week didn't seem like it was going to be close early.
Yes.
But Alliance, fought, played hard, and made that into a good ball game in the fourth quarter.
Very enjoyable game down the stretch, and this one has just been good from the beginning. And you didn't really count South Range when it was 24-8. I didn't count them out. They needed to make some plays. They showed some drive. They wasn't able to get it in the scoring position, but you could see they was playing well enough to be in it.
How much do you think when it was 24-8, they got the score at the end of the quarter, or the end of the half, excuse me, they got the score to start the third. How much of it was confidence? We can move the football. We can score on this defense.
Oh, yeah. And you seen it when they came out in the second half. They just had more juice, a lot of energy to their offense, and we're able to go right down the field.
Time for another Village Tavern to kick off. This one's going to be fielded at the 7, across the 10, 15, straight up the field, 20, 25, 30, on his feet, 35, and down to the 40-yard line. No hesitation on that return by Gavin Hiscox.
And see what happens when you don't hesitate. When you take the ball and head straight up field, right at wherever the lanes, your blocking lanes is, just run straight up field until you see something opens up. And none of that stutter stepping. Nice return out to the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Two receivers to the right, wing to the right side. Toy has Vorshak with him in the backfield. Play clock at 12 seconds. Vorshak running to the wide side this time is going to be bottled up and driven back for a short gain.
That's something a little different.
Stopped by number 59, Brian Lyons. Gain of 2, going to be at 2nd and 8 now for the Raiders on their own 43.
So you look at the numbers for Cardinal Mooney. Most points they gave up on the season was 27, and a 27-24 loss to Steubenville. They also gave up to 24 when they lost to Canfield. That loss to Steubenville was in overtime. Valentine in motion. Toy going to toss the ball to Vorshak. Vorshak looking for some blockers. And they'll get down to about the 46-yard line.
Gang tackling there.
Mineral Ridge 51, Western Reserve 12. That's under 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Rams looking to get to week 10 and the big matchup against McDonald. I don't know if we have any rivals closer than those two, excluding within the same city.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, except that.
So two receivers to the left, to the right, excuse me. Valentine in motion that way. On third down and about 7. Down the middle. Valentine made the catch. Got across the 40 and down near the 42-yard line. And Valentine a little slow to get up.
Well, I understand because when he came down awkwardly on his head there.
You're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. Valentine's catch moves the chains for the Raiders down to about the 37-yard line. Toy takes the snap, gives it to Vorshak, running short side, across the 35 and down near the 33-yard line.
Brought down by number 55, Dewan Dean.
It is going to be
second
down and 6 for the Raiders.
On the Cardinal 34-yard line.
This is turning into whoever has the football last, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like that. It's setting up that way.
Raiders break the huddle, come to the line with 15 seconds on the play clock. Down to 40 seconds to play here in the third. Toy takes the snap. Vorshak running short side this time. Got planted and driven into the turf by Tony Batty. Tony Batty plays the game like he doesn't realize he's only $150.
Yeah, you sure does. I mean, he came up there and laid something to him. And a perfect forearm tackle. I mean, perfect.
So 3rd down and 7 facing the Raiders. And the final 3 seconds will roll off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. After 3, Cardinal Mooney 31, South Range 24 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
It is time for the Lena's Pierogi House 4th quarter here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. If you're just tuning in, you've got a good one here tonight as we begin the 4th quarter. 31-24 Cardinal Mooney. South Range, 3rd and 7. Running back going to move up next to Toy. Toy looking to throw back. Now goes over the middle across the 20. Makes a man miss. 15. Dragon and Cackers 10. And down to the 6-yard line goes Tommy Valentine. There has been a soft spot in the middle of that Mooney defense all night.
Yeah, that has been true. And they have found it and they're exploiting it. And they get that ball over. That's twice Valentine. As a matter of fact, the 3rd time this game, and he's been found over the middle, wide open, and able to get nice yards. And that pickup is a great one all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Tommy Valentine listed as a running back. He's more of an H-back, a Dan Jansen with the Dolphins, if you will, that lines up everywhere.
Yeah, that's bringing back
We haven't seen him throw it yet like Jansen used to.
Yeah, he sure did. He used to throw the ball.
Toy going to give the ball, sweeping to the outside. Took a big pop, did Vorshak, and was able to continue driving the football.
And he still is. He's not down.
They haven't blown this play down.
Boy, you know, that can get troublesome in a way. You like that, see how much you can get, but you can get some injuries too when it's just a little bit too long and people are jumping on the foul.
2nd and goal from the 5-yard line.
Picked up a yard there.
Going to send 2 receivers to the left. That's Titus and Hiscox. Valentine, the H-back, on a wing to the right side. Now he'll go in motion. Fake it to him. Toy keeps the football. Toy looking for the goal line, and he's down at the 1-yard line. It is 3rd and goal for the Raiders from the 1.
Yep, he got right there, boy. He turned it, got hit, and knocked him sideways and made him just short of the goal line.
So it is 3rd and goal from inside the 1. Just underway here, 4th quarter, 31-24. Cardinal Mooney leading South Range. So Nick Toy brings the running back up next to him, runs up under center now. Takes the snap, gives it to the man in motion, dives for the end zone, touchdown Raiders! They put the man in motion. They handed him the football, and Gavin Hiscox used his 6'1", 170-pound frame and drove for the touchdown.
Right, now this is very interesting here because they have went on every touchdown with a 2-point conversion, but I think they will try to tie it now.
Right,
it's just too dangerous.
They were chasing points.
Yeah, they were chasing it there.
But now they're looking for Starkey's extra point to tie this football game up. So Titus will hold. Snap good. Titus gets it down. Extra point on the way. And it is no good. So Starkey missed the extra point, and it is now Cardinal Mooney 31, South Range 30 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Ooh.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Back here for the Lena's Pierogi House fourth quarter, 31-30. The Lena's won that drive for the Raiders, 9 plays, 59 yards, ending in the touchdown by Gavin Hiscox. And we were talking about it during the break. Right call to kick the extra point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to do. You like you said earlier, just chasing points. They got there where they needed to get to, and you just want to stay in the ball game and keep it even if you can. That was big, missing that extra point.
Time for another Village Tavern kickoff. And this is a high, short kick, run up on the 15, across the 20. 25, made a man miss, 30. And the ball was bobbling around as he crossed the 35 and down to the 37, 38-yard line.
And you see there what I'm talking about when you don't hesitate. He took straight off, and he just needed one more block, and he was off to the races.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out, or call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. Cardinal Mooney with the football and a 1-point lead. The ball on the 42-yard line. Give me the 38-yard line. We got a new quarterback in there as a couple of flags fly on this run by Brady Desmond, who lined up in the Wildcat, but this is probably coming back, Dave.
Yeah, you see the referee's not running downfield.
That's usually a giveaway.
Yeah, that's a sure giveaway. We're going to save our legs. What I'm going downfield for, that's coming back.
It's going to be holding against the Cardinals.
So holding on the Cardinals will wipe out that big run by Brady Desmond. Under 9 to play on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, college football version. Louisville 17, Miami 10.
After the penalty,
They've been playing college football games on Friday nights for a long time.
It just don't seem.
Just need to keep the NFL off of Fridays.
Yeah.
They're going to run it on a first down. And another big hit on the run by Tony Batty. And this, you look at the game and you're like, this is up and down. Well, no, it's been physical too.
Yeah, it has been. Definitely has been a physical game.
Second and 10 now.
Say no gain on the run. Second down and 10 for the Cardinals. Eight minutes, 40 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Two receivers right, wing to the left. Deep back with Vince Gentile movement up front, and this is going to cost Cardinal Mooney 5 yards, and it's now 2nd and 15.
Yeah, and now are you going to start falling apart at the seams because they're making big mistakes in crucial times of the game?
31-30 is the lead for Cardinal Mooney. 8.5 minutes to play in this Lena's Pierogi House fourth quarter.
So it's second down. So it'll change.
So 2nd and 15 for the Cardinals. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Turn, fake it to Batty. Gentile to throw. Ball floats in the air and falls in.
Yeah, I know that was coming.
We got a couple of flags at the 50-yard line.
And I don't know, he didn't even have to do that to tackle. We actually tackled him too early. It should have never done that. That ball would have been, that ball was near the sideline, and they would have just let it go. Don't even worry about it, but making that decision attack, and that should be, is that an automatic or no?
So the penalty moves the football down to the 48-yard line of the Cardinals.
After the penalty, we'll give them a first down.
Yeah.
So
I
first
wonder what he's doing.
and 10 from the 48-yard line.
48.
Yeah, I mean, that was right at 15 yards. So, 15-yard penalty, should have picked it up.
We got 8 minutes to play as now we've got a whistle that stops play. Official came sprinting in to the referee on the opposite side of the field with 7:54 on the clock.
.801, Coach.
So they're going to add a little bit of time. Going to add 7 seconds to 8:01.
That was a big call there to have that happen because they was getting ready to shut that down where they would have had them punting.
So 1st and 10, Cardinal Mooney from their 48-yard line. Give the ball to Tony Batty, just rams into the line of scrimmage and gets down to the 49-yard line, and he took a big hit from one of the Raiders who popped up and was celebrating. Jacob Empsch, the sophomore, on that stop. But a South Range player, that's Valentine.
That Valentine again, if that's him again, he's been banged up tonight.
Grabbing at his shoulder, Dave.
Yep, it is him.
So they will stop play to help him off the field. Don't forget, next week we wrap up the regular season. Austintown Fitch at Warren Harding from Mollenkoff Stadium. Hey, broadcast crew next week of Mark Means, and Dave Clark.
Yep.
So they will bring him to the sidelines. Get a chance to be looked at by the coaching and training staff. They're hoping that's just maybe a stinger or something that got him for a minute. He's able to get back into the ballgame.
Right. That's always gotta. You be concerned about that because you got the collarbone area. You got a lot of things going on in that area. And the way he's been a competitor, he'll be ready to get back on the field. You don't want to do that.
7:47 to play here in this game. 31-30, Cardinal Mooney. 2nd down and 8. Stack eye in the backfield, a movement up front, and a false start penalty.
Yep.
Going to back them up 5 yards and make this 2nd and 13. And
yeah, that's the second time they did that.
I haven't had a chance to say that in a long time. Stack eye, Cardinal Mooney eye that Coach Butchie made famous, or where it actually started at the University of Maryland with the Maryland eye.
Yeah, that's right.
I like the history of college football a little bit. So 2nd and long now for the Cardinals. So now they called the penalty, but they haven't marked off the yardage yet.
They screwed up. Oh,
So there's a conversation now going on.
7-5-2.
The official came in and signaled the procedure penalty.
It's so ridiculous.
But it's 2nd and 13 now. They have not moved the football just yet. Want to welcome everyone listening on AM 600 WRQX as the Poland Lakeview game is finished up and you've joined us for the end of this game. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven at the studios. 7:25 to play in this game. 31-30. Cardinal Mooney leading South Range. It is 2nd down and 13. Gentile takes the snap. He'll drop to throw. Stands in the pocket. Goes downfield and overshoots his target, Kingston Powell. And the incompletion brings up 3rd down and long.
It's another penalty flag back there. Holding, yeah, you take him back some more.
And do you take the penalty or do you take the down?
No, I think it's 10 yards. I want to push him back even further. It'd be 2nd and about should be 23 then.
Mm-hmm. So they started backing up. They will decline the penalty, Dave. So they'll take the down over the yardage.
I would have taken the yards.
So it's 3rd down and 13 for the Cardinals. To put single receivers to each side, Gentile and Batty in the backfield with a wing to the right. Play clock at 6 seconds. Fakes the pitch. Gentile, all kinds of trouble. Drops the ball to Tony Batty, and Batty's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That's about a 3-yard loss, and it's 4th and almost 16.
Yeah.
Stopped on the play by number 29.
That surely should be a punting situation. So
we got 4th and long now for the Cardinals.
So Brady Desmond is the punter for Cardinal Mooney.
4th and 15 now for the Cardinal.
And it'll be back to return. Gavin Hiscox, the junior, standing at his 30-yard line.
For the Cardinal, number 4, Brady Desmond.
Good snap back to Desmond, turns the ball over, gets away, high kick. Hiscox over the shoulder at the 15. And he's going to be dropped right at the 15-yard line. If he's not on the Raider baseball team, he should be with a catch like that. He is. Showed off his baseball skills with that one.
Returned by number 21, Gavin Hiscox. Stopped on the play by number 15, Tyree Dawson.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders with the ball on the 15-yard line.
Yeah, boy.
6:20 to play. 1-point game. Cardinal Mooney 31, South Range 30.
Raiders will have the ball.
Raiders 2 timeouts. Cardinals have all 3. Single back in the backfield. That's Vorshak with Toy. 2 receivers go to the right, wing to the left. Play clock. Time. Going to give the ball to Vorshak, sweeping short side, and he'll dive forward, get down to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up 5. It's 2nd and 5, and you love that about a tailback, falling forward for more yards.
Yeah, that's always key. You want to see that.
Unofficially, 21 carries for 139. Second down and 5 for the Raiders. Single receivers to each side of the formation. They give it to Vorshak again. And this time he'll be stood up, maybe 1 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Raiders, and it's 4-down territory up the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, well, they may have to see the time here.
5:20 and 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you don't get anything here, you might have to kick it. You might have to punt it away and hopefully come up with good defense once again and use your timeout because that's risky down in your own territory.
3rd and a long 4. 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Hitchcock's in a motion, now reverses field. Toy, all kinds of time. Going to take the shot down the sidelines and overshoots his receiver, streaking down the sidelines. Only a 2-receiver pattern, and the line gave him plenty of time, and it looks like the Raiders will punt the ball away.
Yeah, you have to. You just can't. That's just too much of a risk to try to go for it down there. You don't get it, and basically you're handing that game to the Mooney Cardinals.
Set the punt, number 15, Jason Vorshak.
So Vorshak to punt. Mooney's 2 returners will stand at midfield. Gets the kick away, high, deep kick, drifting way back inside the 40.
That ball's loose.
Muffed the punt. That's a live ball. And the Raiders, I think, have got the football.
They do.
They do at the 27-yard line of Cardinal Mooney. He just kept backing up on the punt, and at the last second, it just kind of ate him up a little bit.
Yep.
And the Raiders there to fall on the football.
Yeah, he muffed that. You know, that was one that you couldn't return it. Anyway, they couldn't pick it up and run with it because it was a muff, but wow.
I said all along you should punt the ball there. So the Raiders take over on the muff punt at the 27-yard line. Twins to the right. Tight end to the right. Vorshak is the tailback to the left of Toy. Toy gives it to Vorshak. Sweeping to the outside. He's going to get a couple on the play.
Got a flag in the middle there.
Hand off to number 15, Jason Vorshak.
Might be a holding right in the inside there.
Flag right at the 25-yard line. Big call here. Holding on the Raiders.
Yeah, it's in that right in the middle of the field, and it was unnecessary too. But the grab coming across.
The play went outside to the right, and the hold was in the middle.
In the middle, yep. And he was already past the point. He didn't even need to do that.
4:27 clock rolling here in the fourth quarter. Raiders facing a 1st and 20 back at the 38-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. That's Tommy Titus singled up to the right. Toy flips the ball to Vorshak. Back to Toy, who made the catch, but he got tripped up and the knee went down.
Double pass to the Raiders.
Back at the 37-yard line. It's now 2nd down and long. Raiders need to get to the 18 for a 1st down.
Yeah, that's 25 yards. I mean, you got to try to pick up a big chunk on this one. This has got to be a special play here that you want to definitely pick up about 10 or 15 yards on this thing.
Trips to the left, single receiver right side. Valentine back in there, goes in motion. Toy, room to run, 40. 35, 30, 25 out of bounds, but a flag all the way back at the 40-yard line.
And I mean, so unnecessary. Didn't even have to do it. There was no need to even touch that guy. He didn't have to do anything.
2 flags came out on that holding penalty. It's going to make this 2nd and 35 for the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. And it's the right call. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, you saw the shoulders turn.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was no reason to grab at all.
So the ball is all the way back now at the Raider 48-yard line. Have to get to the Mooney 18 for a 1st down.
Boy, 34 yards.
Nick Toy hustles the play in. Just 10 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. 2 receivers right, wing to the right. Toy takes the snap, dropping back, sets up the screen, intercepted by Cardinal Mooney. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Cardinals. He stepped in front of the screen and took it to the end zone.
And you seen him. He was, as they say, laying in the weeds. You could see he read it all the way. As he dropped back, waited for the ball to be released, and then took off.
That is John Brenner.
Oh, well, I mean, you're talking about a guy that read that play perfectly. You just seen him laying in the weeds there. And as soon as he faded, just the arm came back to throw it, he took off.
So now it'll be Jacob Gugliotta on for the extra point.
Number 33, Jacob Gugliotta.
Snap down, hold down. Gugliotta's extra point is up, and it is good. 3:03 to play in this game. It is Cardinal Mooney 38, South Range 30. We'll take our final timeout of regulation and come back after this on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
3:03 to play here in the fourth quarter. It is now 38-30. Cardinal Mooney on the interception return by John Renner on the screen pass. Not over for the Raiders. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to, just fall apart about. You still had an opportunity to tie this football game.
Jacob Gugliotta to kick. Got two returners back deep. This is a high, deep kick that they're going to let hit at the 1 and bounce into the end zone. That's a smart play by Gavin Hiscox, the junior, to just let that ball break the plane for the automatic touchback.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you do. And get that ball out for you.
Oh, come on, fellas. So Nick Toy and the Raider offense back out onto the field. To put this football on the left hash at the 20-yard line. Raiders break the huddle. They come to the line with two receivers to the right. Got a double wing to the left side. Vorshak, the tailback. He'll get the handoff. Sweep it to the outside with blocks.
Handoff to number 15, Jason Vorshak.
And he's able to get across the 25, close to the 26. It's a pickup of 5 on first down.
Yeah. And you see they're still sticking with their game plan of running the football, not panicking. Now they need to show a little bit more urgency, but they're known to pick up the tempo. They will do that.
2:35 to play in this fourth quarter. 38-30, Cardinal Mooney. Toy takes the snap, dropping back, looking, feeling some pressure, rolling to the outside, pump fakes, trying to run with the football, and he's going to get back near the line of scrimmage. This is going to bring up third down.
Yeah, that you can't hold the ball that long. We know that in any level of football. Once that initial read is not there, you go to your other ones. If it's not there, it's best to get rid of the football if you got nowhere to run.
7 now for the Raiders.
So 3rd and 7 facing the Raiders. That's Hiscox and Titus to the right side, wing to the left. Valentine in motion. Now we've got a flag. And they're going to call South Range for an illegal procedure penalty. Somebody moved. This will bring up 3rd and 13 for the Raiders.
Boy, oh boy, I tell you, both teams have made this mistake with the legal procedure. Crucial parts of the game.
So they'll break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Got two receivers to the right, one now to the left side. That's Vorshak behind Nick Toy. Toy takes the looping snap, steps into a deep throw that was just a little short for Gavin Hiscox at the 37-yard line. It is 4th down for the Raiders.
Yeah, he didn't release that ball right. You gotta transfer that weight from the back to the front, and he just did not do that when he threw the ball all arm, and you see the ball just went straight towards to the ground.
Time for another Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. Your go-to store for ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. You can visit them at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call them at 330-717-4441. They go to the fourth quarter. Louisville 17, number 2 Miami 13.
Yep.
My friend, my partner, a little anxious with that score?
No. I see stay calm all the time. That's just me. That's how I was as a player. Stay calm. Never panic. Never panic. Just play it through.
You know,
Play it through.
I admit, I can watch pretty much any game except for Ohio State football. That brings out the emotion in me. So it is 4th down and 13 for the Raiders. Cardinal Mooney, Coach Colapret has 3 timeouts. Coach Rock with 1. 2 receivers right, wing to the left. That's Valentine in motion, who settles on the right side. Toy, a deep drop. Has a man down the seam. Gavin Hiscox, jump ball intercepted at midfield by the Cardinals. Stepped in front of that throw and took the football away. So Cardinal Mooney gets the turnover with 1:17 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Cardinal have the ball right.
Yeah, great play there to be there and intercept that football. It's the highest point. Hiscox tried to go for it, but he went up with him and they were snagging.
This was set up as a 3-game series. 2 here at South Range, 1 at Cardinal Mooney. If the other 2 are anything like this, we need to be at all of those.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, and you know what? And the possibility of it being just like this is a good chance. Yeah, you're looking at Mooney's roster, got some young guys in key positions that'll be back, and we know that definitely South Range is a young football team. So
Cardinal Mooney, they're going to take a knee with everyone in tight, and
Mooney will take a knee.
Vince Gentile takes the knee. You look ahead for these 2 squads. This is the final game of the regular season for Cardinal Mooney. South Range, they will play Hubbard next week. Hubbard 7-1 coming in, but they were trailing Girard at the break. Again, everyone in tight, Gentile under center. 40 seconds on the game clock, 8 seconds on the play clock. So Gentile will take a knee.
That'll be the final play.
And that is the final play of tonight's game. Final score is Cardinal Mooney 38 and South Range 30. We'll take a break, come back, and begin the postgame show next, right here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Right back here as we begin the post-game show here on Sports Radio 1240. Dave, a fantastic game that came down to the wire tonight for these two teams that meet for the second time ever and the first time in the regular season and the all-time series now even at one.
At one, yes, I tell you that. And it was an exciting game tonight. It's back and forth, and South Marine had an opportunity to actually definitely win this football game, but Mooney was just tough, and they were able to hang on and win it.
South Range puts the most points up on the board Mooney has given up this year.
Yeah, for sure. And still, I won't take nothing away from Mooney. They were still tough on defense when they needed to make the big play, and that's what happened at the end, to be able to pick that off. Not the interception to close out the game, but that great play by the tight end linebacker to be able to read that screen and pick that ball off on the run and take it in.
Unofficial final numbers: Vince Gentile 10 of 22 for 136 and a touchdown tonight. His leading receiver, John Brenner, who had the interception on defense, had 3 catches for 17 yards. On offense, Jai Manningham had 1 for 29 and a touchdown. Running the ball for the Cardinals, Tony Batty, 14 for 71 and a touchdown. Brady Desmond, 1 for 19 in his score. Tyree Dawson carried it 3 times for 17 yards. For the Raiders tonight, Nick Toy, 12 of 17 for 137, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Leading receiver in the game, Tommy Valentine, had 4 catches for 62 yards. And good to see him back on the field finishing the game.
Yeah, definitely is.
Gavin Hiscox, 2 for 26. And when you look at the rushing numbers tonight for the South Range Raiders, unofficially, Vorchak 23 for 145 and a touchdown. Toy 10 for 27. We'll take our final timeout. We'll wrap it up and we'll look ahead to Week 10 here in the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week on Sports Radio 1240, Western Reserve Radio 2, City View Sportscast, and AM 600 WRQX. Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com. We now return you to the Youngstown Patricians High School Football Game of the Week.
Remind me of the Bills.
Wrapping things up one final time here from the home of the South Range Raiders, and Cardinal Mooney gets the win tonight, 38-30. Dave, Week 10 is now upon us next week. Austintown Fitch and Warren Harding should be a great game.
Oh, for sure. And you know how Warren Harding is just an unpredictable team. Sometimes they put points on the board, sometimes they don't. But one thing you will get out of them is 100% effort. And I'm looking for a game. I tell you, we seen Fitch. I don't know, was it maybe the second game?
It's been early.
Yeah, it's
second,
real
third
early.
Game.
And we know they got a tough running back duel back there. But I think that's going to be a nice game to end the regular season on.
Big thank you to everyone here at South Range. We've spent a lot of time here over the last 6 years, and it's always fun.
Yeah, all the time. And it's always a great spot. They're always great to us, for sure. And I'm sure we welcome being here, and we love coming here. And I'm hearing the little things that they may not have Mooney on the schedule coming in the future. I just heard that now. They just said that today. Maybe dropping them off the schedule. It'd be sad to see, because I can see this could be a serious rivalry for years to come if they keep it.
That is going to do it for us here. A big thank you to Matthew Craven back at the iMedia Studios in Struthers. For Michael Rickard on the numbers, for my partner Dave Clark, my name is Mark Means. Cardinal Mooney with the win tonight, 38-30 over South Range. It all right here on Western Reserve Radio 2, City View Sportscast, AM 600 WRQX, and Sports Radio 1240. Have a great night, everyone.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Even be called up for the England squad again, which is kind of crazy because like nobody remembered about him.
I know.
Also,
that's what I'm saying. He's going to be called. I think he's on the World Cup roster next summer. Like I think England call him up and put him on the roster. How
if he
can
plays
not?
like
Look
this,
what
absolutely.
If he continues and doesn't get hurt, there's no way they can ignore that. There's no way. Because
Tyler,
when he is confident, he's nasty, bro. He's very, very good.
Should we do honorable mentions for Mateta being called up at the nearly 30 years old at the French squad for the first time
That's
ever?
awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's very cool. He has a phenomenal story. He's incredibly loyal to Crystal Palace. I think that he is incredibly underrated and is just a class individual. He is a true professional, and I'm very happy for Mateta. It couldn't happen it's things like that are why you love sports, straight up. 28 years old, grinding, like it's just amazing.